Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tombs of Scoria. I am Koibu. I'll be your DM for the evening. We've got some fine players here and a fine session coming up for you guys. But before we hop into that, Nick, tell me about your character. What is something we don't know about Imric?
Something you don't know about Imric?
Yeah. Tell us something about
Um,
Imric that we haven't had a chance to observe yet.
I don't know. He kind of wears his heart on his sleeve. He's not exactly the secretive type. He says what he thinks.
Mm-hmm.
He loves his brothers. I think maybe he's committed to the quest at hand a little bit more than the other two, given the way they've been talking about overthrowing the royal family once this is all over. Hopefully, that's just memes.
Mm-hmm.
I'd hate to have to kill them at the end of the last episode.
So you define yourself as a royalist and a traditionalist.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, look, the position he has in life is completely given to him by the status of his birth. So any attempt to change that system is probably not great for Imric and the rest of us. So I think we
Wasn't
all
his true birthright taken though?
his true birthright.
Yeah, his true birthright was somewhat of a prince.
I suppose that's an argument you could make, but it wasn't really taken since our parent gave it away. So it's not like it was illegitimate,
This is very interesting. I'm sure your mother would be proud.
No, thank
What
you.
about you, Tyrael? What is something we haven't learned about you or gotten a chance to see about you yet?
I think conflict usually brings out things from people, and I think it's been a sufficient conflict that I think you've seen most of it. I think the thing that Tyrael is most irritated about right now, is incredibly irritated about right now, is that Tyrael wanted to strengthen and improve strengthen and improve the look of the family's name. That's incredibly important. It's one of the reasons why we're doing side dumb things in other cities. And so it sucks a little bit that in one of the free names, the McGarry name is a bit tarnished, but it's a free city. Who the fuck cares about Roxas? But being called Draft Dodgers down here in our hometown, and then having one of his brothers own that, not good. Doesn't feel good. Very, very, very bad.
See. And what about you, Anton? What's something we haven't gotten a chance to see from you yet?
Something you haven't seen yet is Anton's notebook that Velthara tasked him with putting people who have gotten in the way of his, I guess, vengeance on Scoria. And Anton has recently added Nadinus's name to the book because she is not willing to help.
What?
She is not willing to help us out with those items. So Anton sees it as just adding the other god's name.
So we're gonna have to kill a god, though.
It would be cool.
It would be cool.
That's some heavy shit. Hopefully we will see how that plays out a little bit later. But for now, our players are in the capital. They have spent some time resting, relaxing, recuperating. They've met with their friends on the mountainside, and now they are gearing up for their departure. Was there any last-minute spell learning that needed to be done, Nick?
Yeah, well, there was one spell I was thinking about that I would like to get hold of. It's a pretty common one, so I think it could be tried straightforward. Shall I just tell you what it is, and maybe you can say whether I'd be able to get hold of that or not?
That sounds great.
Yeah, so strength.
Absolutely.
Great.
Easily found. With the help of Clertus.
Shall I just roll?
You shall.
Okay, come on. This is going to be a good one. No.
Woo!
Oh, wait,
No,
let me...
never mind.
Sorry.
It's okay.
What do you need to roll again? 60 or less or something?
Yeah, 60.
Roll
Yeah.
an 84. No.
Maybe you should stop drinking so much. Maybe then you could figure out how to cast your spells.
I did stop drinking as much for a while, but my spell learning didn't improve, so I just went back to drinking.
It didn't immediately have an effect. Might as well give up. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
About
Can Anton go out, I guess, before we leave and get like a fine leather-bound book with like a lock on it, I guess, or like a shackle and how to lock it?
Yeah, you want a book that locks?
Yeah, if possible, and then I'll put a
Okay.
glyph of warding on it.
Okay. You're gonna need to keep the key somewhere super fucking safe so you don't lose it.
Can I put the key in my amulet?
Yes.
I'll do
It's
that.
supposed to hold weapons, but I assume it could hold a key instead.
I'll do that.
Interesting.
Okay. So, before you head off, you're probably going to want to talk to Clertus one more time and get a little refresher on this Tomb of Rohana and all this other nonsense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this
So-
session 20, by the way?
Could be.
Okay.
Wait, what could be what?
What session is this? Is it 20?
Oh, wait, I didn't actually write this. Okay.
Right. So when you meet up with Clertus again and talk to him about where you're going and what you're going to be doing, he is going to tell you about the tomb of Rohana, which has been buried for like 1,500 years, lost to time. No one really knows exactly where it is, but Clertus has managed to dig up a letter that was sent between Mother Mordia and a letter written from Mordia's brother, a transmuter of some fame named Virgo, to Mordia's daughter. Tells her to go and pay her respects beneath the strike of Rohana at the Order of the Quill, which is sort of a mysterious description. And this is what Clertus has interpreted to be the location of Mother Mordia's tomb. And the reason we care about Mother Mordia's tomb is she is the person who buried Rohana and hid her away safely. And it is hopefully theorized that her personal diary would have been buried with her. And if it's not buried with her, it's probably in the Order of the Quill, this like monastic group of historians that Mother Mordia founded. So either within the group itself or in Mother Mordia's tomb should be her OG diary, which in theory should have a description and location of Rohana's tomb itself. So the goal, find Mother Mordia's tomb or her diary if it's not buried with her to get the location of Rohana's tomb. And yeah, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, real quick, I'm sorry, because I read this on the discussion thread on your subreddit. What do I actually roll for my thief HP?
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I rolled a 1d6, and a lot of people were saying I rolled 1d8s in the past. I don't really remember what it was or not.
I don't remember what it was either. Well, I'll give you the option of keeping your existing roll or rolling a 1d8 to replace it, and let you decide
Easy
which
answer.
one you want to do.
You know you rolled a 1.
Wait, no, shut the fuck up!
Sorry.
No, that's a fair analysis.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll roll a 1d8. If you're gonna give me that one, sure. All right.
Yeah, if we fucked up and you rolled the wrong HP, it's only fair that you have an opportunity to re-roll it.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna get karma fucked on this one.
Can't
Okay.
get worse than a 1, can you?
Oh,
You get a 1 again.
oh
6.
nice.
There you go.
Okay, cool.
And you divide it by 2, so you add 3.
So I'm adding
But
2.5.
really, you're adding 2.5. Yeah.
Mhm.
Perfect. I may be forgetful, but I'm not unreasonable.
Well,
So to be clear, Neil, Mother
Sometimes.
Mortia's tomb, we don't have any interest in that for gear. That's literally, we're just looking for her diary. So if we can find her diary outside of digging up her tomb,
Mm-hmm.
there's no other reason to stick around at that point.
I mean, she's a cleric who traveled with Rohana. Maybe she's got some epic loot, but that would be coincidental. There's no
Okay.
history on what she had in terms of gear or equipment.
Was she
or loot.
Rohana's cleric?
Yeah, one of Rohana's clerics. Like, Rohana's this historical figure who, after the world fell apart, sort of organized the Kuban Peninsula, which was just a series of warlords and nasty folks. She kind of brought a little bit of justice and peace to the land by organizing, commerce and trade and negotiations and taking down the warlords. So she's
would
had many
assume-
followers in her time. Mordia would have been one of these. Like by the end of her reign, she had like thousands and thousands of followers.
But she was the one who buried her,
Mother Mordia is the one who buried her.
which means something to me, I guess. So I would personally assume badass warrior would travel around with badass companions.
Makes sense.
I want her gear.
Yeah.
So Neil, on the map, last time I put a little pink dot. I think that was where we were going to land on a ship
Okay.
over by Mohammeda's forest.
Okay.
But do we know where the actual Order of the Quill monastery is? Is that
Yeah,
in
it's
Wakasha Bluffs?
actually it's below the Wakasha Bluffs instead of
Okay.
above it. So you could land up here and then like hike down,
Well, if we
or
can
you
land
could land
closer.
below. whatever you want.
Yeah, if we can land there, that's better.
Cool. And we all know that Akuba and Drekis have bad relations, and they're in the middle of a civil war. So if y'all are walking around and run into some Akuban military, they're probably not going to be super cool about it. These monks, they're historians, so maybe they don't care. Maybe they're interested. Maybe they don't like you. The relationship with the monks will have to be sort of sussed out. But be on alert for Akuban military. They will be happy to hang you or take you hostage and ransom you back to the
So
Queen
when they came
Drekis.
on our ship, they weren't just coming to, check our gear out. It sounds like they might have been coming to fucking hang us.
Ah, true.
Well, then the other people who checked your ship didn't try to hang you.
After we had a note from them saying we were cleared for passage.
Yeah.
But
So I speak a Cuban, so hopefully I can get us. What's my accent like, Neil? Does it sound Drakisian?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Probably.
I can't. They'll still know if I start speaking a Cuba.
Yeah, maybe you can make
Cuban.
me a charisma check to hide your accent or
Okay.
something.
I'll be bringing my hawk with me.
Excellent.
Okay. Gonna write on my spells.
If you, I don't know if this would work in real life, but if you were trying to hide the fact that you have an accent, could you just fake a lisp?
Would that work?
Would that would you be able to detect a person's accent if they had a lisp, or would you just think it was like an add-on to the speaking impediment?
You can still detect the accent.
Okay, never mind.
I guess it depends on how strong the accent and how strong the lisp is, but I have friends who speak English as a second language with lisps and can still hear the accent.
So slow poison was the spell that Vance Helsing always took, yeah?
Mhm.
Yes.
How did that help so much? It's only an hour per level that it slows it.
Because it's enough to
Get you somewhere,
maybe then go and learn the next level up one. Like hold poison, is it?
You nap yourself and then hold poison.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have hold poison as well. Okay, yeah, you're right.
But I mean, ultimately, as long as you can delay it for long enough to get to a high enough temple where they might be able to cast cure poison or whatever on you.
Can you hold poison multiple times? Like if I hold poison someone for 2 days, can on the second day?
Yeah, but every second time every additional time you cast it, there's a chance that
2% chance
it
cumulative that the
fails.
spell
Yeah.
fails.
So it's not a permanent solution, but
It's one that can be used in dire circumstances.
we're not as at risk because a lot of the poisons that we were getting hit with it was does 15 damage after 10 minutes, which wouldn't kill any of us as it is right now. It was more dangerous to us back then. But it's the save or die stuff that'll really fuck us up, like basilisks or some spiders, I guess, scorpions.
I'm gonna cast a glyph of warning on my book. It'll be blindness if someone opens it without the passphrase, which I will only know.
Okay. Excellent. Anything else, or is it time to catch a ship and set sail for Akuba?
Is there anything that we've needed that we haven't had? We're always like, oh, why do we forget that? We don't feel that way.
Yeah,
about
let's
it.
do one more run over our scrolls. Make sure we're bringing all the scrolls that we need because there is a bunch that are left.
Scrolls and potions and shit? It's a good idea.
Yeah, we can't.
I
We've
think
got all
I'm
the
still
candles on this
holding.
one.
I still have all the candles.
Yeah.
I think I have all the scrolls that I need. Let me.
Or do we need any more of the potions or anything? We got a lot of healing potions. I'm holding 2 right now.
There's
I'm holding
one more
2,
scroll of
and they're for
dispel
me. So if you want potions of healing, take them and delete them from the sheet, okay?
Yep. You can.
I'm going to take the last scroll of Dispel Magic. That's
Yeah,
my
I was
character
about to say,
sheet.
you can take that. I'm gonna take 2 potions of healing. I'll remove them from the thing.
How many are there?
There's 9 left now.
Just checking.
Should
I've
we
still
take
got
the
2
potion
on
of
me,
treasure
so-
finding?
I've thought about it, but I was just going to ask. I don't know what that actually does.
We did get a description at one point.
I don't remember.
Oh, I actually don't need the potion.
I think I remember thinking it's not that useful.
It'll tell you where the nearest horde is or something.
Might be useful for locating a dragon's tomb more
Yeah.
so than
Yeah.
a cleric's tomb or a dragon's lair.
No, I think we've got everything we need.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good too.
Okay. Last question before we set out. Getting to the Cape of Rohana and unloading, maybe dangerous, but not too difficult. Getting off of it and back onto your ship, that's going to be a problem. That ship is going to have to stay somewhere and either come back at a very specific time or have some sort of arranged signal that wouldn't draw other people around.
I have my hawk. I don't know
Mm.
how easy it will be to teach him to. Well, I've already taught him to send messages.
Mhm.
How hard would it be for us to go sit at a location and then me teach the hawk to go there?
Probably not too difficult if you've got some time to do it, but a ship is maybe a moving object,
Yeah.
so you would need to like locate the ship in a single spot or something.
I would argue that I don't know if this counts. I would argue that the bird should be able to find the ship even if it's moving, because isn't that how Noah tested to see if the waters had receded? Was he sent a bird out from the ship every day, and if the bird came back, it meant that the waters had receded in Noah's Ark? So maybe the bird can
sure,
find
but
a
there's
moving
gonna be a
ship.
lot of boats around here, and I don't know if your
Okay.
bird's gonna be able to distinguish friendly ships.
So I've got,
Okay.
I've still got 4 flaming arrows. I mean, it's a pretty classic movie trope, but could I not fire a flaming arrow into the sky to act as a signal?
Mm-hmm. If you wanted
Probably subtle enough that it wouldn't be picked up on by other boats. But, you know, part of this is maybe the reason why we were planning to land up at the top here originally, because it might just be safer to be picked up at the top above the forest where
to. Mm-hmm.
there's going to be less ships around looking out for us.
Mm-hmm.
That does mean... I wonder if we could take a rowboat and sail down the coast. Like, if we could drop off at the ship at the top and then sail down the coast, would that take ages now?
No.
Maybe do that rather than walk through the forest. Or we could just
Seems
walk
fine.
through Mohammeda's forest.
Where is this again?
Well, so
Left.
instead of
Okay.
landing here where this pink dot is, maybe if we landed like up here instead. And that way, it's going to be, there'll be less people around, so it'll be safer to get on and off the boat. But it does mean traveling down to here, you know, through
And
some
then-
dangerous territory.
While you're away, what is your boat doing? Just kind of like sailing in circles?
Well, I don't know. I was hoping maybe it could find like a cove that it could hide itself in.
Hmm.
Can it just go to Gnome? Just. Oh, I guess how would we get it back?
Well, they need to be close enough to see
Yeah.
the signal.
Mm-hmm. It's a small but important detail.
Well, if they could, I mean, it depends on the landscape now, because if there is a cove, then that would work.
Wait, what's up with Leech Island? Did we talk about this yet?
Mm-mm.
I don't think we want to go there though. If it's named Leech Island, it doesn't
Well,
sound-
no. But like, couldn't the boat drop us off to the north and then just go dock at Leech Island for a little bit?
But how does it know when to come back? Would it be able to see that? Wouldn't be able to see the signal from there.
We would just say like in 1 week, right? And then we would give it a set time to return back.
That'll work. If you give them
Yeah,
a-
that could work.
come back in X days, and then you guys just have to chill. Hope you get everything done in that amount of time, and then lay low for a while.
It's less efficient, but it is safer.
Mm-hmm. And you guys have time, right? Time in game is meaningless. It's not like
Not
the
really.
dragon is getting closer.
I think he's being
Yeah.
sarcastic.
Yeah, I guess.
Me?
So how long, if let's say we landed up here and we took a rowboat off the ship and sailed down the coast to the Wakasha Bluffs, how long would that take?
On a rowboat, you can probably, if you're switching off rowers, you can go at about 4 miles an hour. And let's say you can travel, it's sort of winter. You might be able to travel at most like 8 hours a day. So you can make 32 miles a day on a rowboat. Which, hey, that gets you pretty much down here.
What do you guys think about that?
We can travel through foot anywhere. We're very, very, very strong at this point, right? The only thing that should
Yeah.
scare us are like legendary creatures.
Or like a division of Kuban Knights.
It has to be like a war division. Like even a scouting party of 20 people, what we should be able to just decimate. Well, not literally decimate, but destroy.
Yeah, but I'm not sure killing a whole platoon of soldiers is really in our best interest. If it can be, like, obviously avoiding that, it's going to draw heat, right?
Yeah, we should avoid it, but I mean, if they want to fight. I understand what you're saying, though.
I think both options work. We give them, we say we need a week and dock at Leech Island and then come in a week's time, or we go to the north and use the rowboats and then just go back there and give a signal, and they can hide the ship somewhere. Probably the island is better. A week should be enough time, right?
As long as we do the math, if they drop us off, that gives us like 3 days to. That gives us how many? Okay, wait. Where are they gonna drop us off at?
So if they do this, I think they can probably drop us like right down here. Yeah.
Sure. So they drop us literally right the fuck here, right? That it's less
Yeah.
than 1 day to get up to the bluffs.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We don't even need to go up to the bluffs. It's this side of the bluff, so.
okay, so we need to find one lady's tomb to check for her diary to see if she has information about how to get into Rohana's tomb or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then from Rohana's tomb, okay. Our ship
We
was
don't know where Rohana's tomb is, so there's a chance that it's like far away, and then that would mean that the week is no longer appropriate.
But
Also,
then
we
you
do
can
have the
meet
underwater
up with the
temple.
boat again and be like, we're going over here, right? All you
Mhm.
got to do is get back to the boat in a week. That you could still extend the mission time as long as you can return to the boat.
All right. I mean, I think that sounds good then. Assuming Leech Island is safe for them to dock at. Don't know anything about it myself.
yeah.
That'll be their side quest.
Okay, sure.
All right. We'll say you guys did all of these plannings and everything already. So on the 21st of February, you can set out to Kershwick, where a royal ship, well, no, not a royal ship, where a cargo ship has been paid good sums of money, small cargo ship, to take you over here.
Before we head out,
Mhm.
You told us about the family. Maybe we should talk with them before we head out and see if they want to do any deals for the magic items. Maybe they want to do a deal for the +2 magic item that we stole from the captain. He suspects them anyways, so maybe them getting it would just, make sense. We might get something crazy out of it too for a +2 broadsword.
What would they trade us? I mean, the +2 sword I think has a lot of utility in and of itself. What would we get?
We have another +2 sword as well.
Wait,
I don't know what we trade them.
we got 2 +2 swords?
We have 2 +2 swords.
Where did we get the other one from? We got the one from stealing it from the guy that I stole.
One was from the captain in Eridon.
Oh, wait,
No,
you're talking about the +2
two-handed
two-handed
sword.
sword.
That's a 200 sword.
Oh,
yeah.
is yours a one-handed sword right now?
Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't use it, yeah.
Well, the only reason I was talking about getting rid of it is because it's a very easy to see and no blade. We're
I
obviously
hate
going to be out of it.
to be a party pooper here, but should we really be dealing with the family guys? Like they are.
Yeah, right now I don't think
they're
that's our
gangsters.
prerogative, but he was looking to take advantage of some magical and stuff. Also, I don't think I think that actually the +2 blade we have isn't necessarily that recognizable. The way that Koibu described it was he made it sound like every single +2 sword is going to have like a rose quartz appearance to the blade. Am I misunderstanding you, or is that how you made that sound?
You are misunderstanding me.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
never mind then. So it is noticeable.
Yes, it is.
It is
unique.
a unique one.
I mean, it's like distinguishable from other +2 swords, not just from other +1
Yes.
swords. Oh, okay,
Yes.
gotcha. Okay.
I think it would make sense for you to try and trade that for a different +2 longsword that's less notable and pay some money. But I think that you would do that.
I don't think my understanding is
your
it's not going to
time.
be possible to find another +2 sword that anybody would be willing to trade.
Well, even that, maybe it's
Mhm.
maybe you could even go and talk to them about trading our +2 two-handed sword and just see what they offer. Because they brought Mithril last time, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess we could go by yeah. With this, no one will ever see me with this +2 sword though, because I can always use my Hat of Disguise to
Correct.
make it appear as
change
though it's a normal longsword.
Yeah.
You're fine then.
Yeah.
Plus, no one's going to notice it in Akuba. Like, it doesn't matter for today.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just before we leave, I was
Sure.
curious.
Do we want to do? Okay, then in that case, Koibu, because I think he gave me a specific tavern to go to. Can I like ask him and put the word out to see if there are like any offers in exchange for like a +2 two-handed longsword?
You want to exchange the +2 two-handed sword for a +2 one-handed sword?
Well,
for
if that's
for
possible,
something.
or
Yeah.
even for a large deal of mithril.
Mithril.
Yeah, you can head over to this tavern that you were introduced to last week
Mhm.
and go meet with these sketchy folks. Is that what you'd like to do?
Well, now you're making it sound like a bad idea, but yeah, that is what we want to do.
All right, perfect. You go alone, right? You're not bringing your whole family with you?
Yeah, I'll just go on my own.
Great. So we can kind of skip over some of these details pretty quickly. It's a darkened area underneath the ground where you meet these folks. It's dimly lit by magical lanterns. There's some pretty scary looking guards at the front, you know, a guy with an eye patch, someone who's got some like nasty scars on his face. They're armed with pretty elaborate weapons, which must be stolen magical items, clearly. There's what appears to be a cleric and a few wizards down here as well. So the perceived power level of this little underground dungeon is quite high. You can meet with your contact and float the idea of trading some weapons. And he tells you that they would be happy to exchange weapons of about equivalent power with a little bit of a tax. So if you want to trade your two-handed longsword that's +2 and throw in an extra +1 weapon, they'll find a way to find a +2 one-handed sword and trade it to you that way.
I feel
that
like
way
a
they get a little bit of profit and you get what you need.
I feel like a +2 two-handed sword should be worth a little bit more than a +2 one-handed sword. It's just by definition, it's more metal, it's a larger blade. My saxophone that's really expensive costs less than a tuba that's really expensive because tubas are bigger. You need more to work with them. So my offer would be that like a +2 two-handed sword for a +2 one-handed sword, that should be an unfair trade for me, and that you're getting a little bit more. So hopefully that would be enough to compensate.
If we were talking about regular weapons, you'd be 100% right. But what we're trading here is on the basis of the magical enchantment, and the rest of the blade is not as significant. So the value of the metal doesn't matter when you're talking about magic weapons.
Okay.
Also, two-handed swords have a much more limited use since you have to be strong enough to wield them. And
do they only offer weapons, or do they offer anything else, I guess, in exchange?
At this point, they are interested in trading weapons.
Got it.
Yeah. They're especially interested in acquiring them. And if things go well, they might be willing to open up some sort of black market deal for a weapon for other item trade. But at this point, they're kind of testing the waters with this new relationship.
Sure. Okay. How much gold do they want in addition to the two-handed sword?
No gold, just one of your spare +1 weapons.
Oh, so 1 +1 weapon and the +2 weapon in exchange for a +2, yeah. Is this...
Yeah.
Okay, so just keep in mind, this +2 weapon is very rare, probably one of the rarest items that we have. Do either of you feel like having a +2 one-handed sword is incredibly valuable to you? Like you're like double proficiency in it and everything, right?
It's not valuable to me.
Huh?
It would be somewhat valuable to me, but
well, so like Imric,
combat.
do you ever fight hand to hand? I'm just trying
Well,
to.
I'm gonna have to on this next quest because I'm not gonna be able to cast any spells underwater.
Okay.
So probably right now I'm using a +2 axe, but I don't have axe proficiency, so it's essentially like a +0.
Oh, is that like the big lightning shock thing?
Yeah, but it does an extra d6 damage, so it's still good. But I think a +2 sword would be better.
Oof. So if you're using a +2 sword, we're not using that axe any longer then, right?
Well, yeah, but I think probably what I was planning to do is take proficiency in axe, because I'm never going to take specialization like you are. So I'm never going to be like too invested in the sword or the axe. I'll be able to interchange between various weapons. So
okay.
I was planning to just make do with the axe until I get a proficiency at level 6, is it, Neil? And then take axe proficiency.
All
But
right.
for this particular quest, a +2 sword would be helpful.
Okay, it's up to you guys. I mean, I have a +2 weapon, so obviously the more important decision comes to you two if you feel like you can utilize it, or
It's
if
up to him.
or if you feel like in the future, instead of having a +2 sword, do you think it would be better to get some sort of stat boosting, like helmet or glasses or amulet or ring, something like that, or boots or something might be more important? But I don't know.
Well, I think this trade's fine. We're trading basically a +1 weapon. We're giving them a +1 weapon away that we're not using.
Yeah.
We're getting a +2 sword, and then we can trade that again later for that. It should be fine.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
Yeah, that's good when you bring it up that way. Yeah.
Yeah. So
All
I
right.
will take 1 weapon off the sheet.
Yes. They do have an arming sword on hand that one of the people in this very room is using, that they will discuss kind of behind a curtain and come back and make the trade with you. You'll have to go back to your house, grab your gear, come back here, but it all shakes out, and you can get yourself a +2 arming sword of unknown origins. But there you go.
I'm removing the +2 two-handed sword from the sheet, and I removed a +1 sword.
All right, I'm adding the sword to mine. So sword weigh 3 pounds.
Yes.
Do you want to?
It has a blade made out of wrought iron, so it's got this like unfinished look to it. It's not particularly reflective in any way or shape or form. It kind of just looks like someone beat a piece of metal and stuck it on the end of this thing.
Can you test it before we trade?
Yes, you can test it. It is indeed magical. And under the right lighting conditions, you can see that the very edge of the blade sort of has like a rainbow-ish reflection on it. Looking at it, this maybe iridescent is a better way of describing it. As you change the angle of the very edge against a source of light, you can see it kind of reflects shimmering colors against you. It has a pommel made out of some sort of twisted, gnarled bark or like branch that's got like little bits of thorns on it. So you need gloves to wield it. But other than that, it's a fantastic weapon. Great grip, +2 to hit, +2 to damage.
So just to make sure my sheet's working now, my bonus to hit should be 4 from level and 2 from the sword, none from strength. So I should be rolling at +6.
4 from level, 2 for the sword. Yep.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Excellent. Anything else? Ready to go?
Ready to go?
I believe we should be.
All right. Our party can head to Kershwick and set out upon the high seas, heading for Akuba. Well, I'm just going to casually mention as you go through Kershwick that you see it heavily armed like Wickthru and Marenta before it. There are large camps outside, big pavilion tents, amassing soldiers all over the place. The port of Kershwick is filled with all sorts of ships coming and going, but not as many like stationed in the actual harbor. You'll see that the bay, the briny bay, is like dotted with ships really well spread out. So that way if a dragon comes by, it can't like roast all of the ships in one fell swoop. It'll have to like take passes to hit each individual ship. So the only ships in the actual harbor are the things that are literally picking something up or dropping something off right now. So you'll meet someone down on the docks. You'll negotiate this. You'll have the ship waiting for you, and then they'll have to like signal them with a series of flags. They'll come in, grab you guys, and head on out. This crew gives you sort of a quiet, firm look, like they already know what their orders are, and they're a little bit skeezed out by what they're doing. But in times of war, there's money to be made, and these people are not afraid of making money.
They're worried about getting captured or something, you mean?
Yeah, they're on a very, very dangerous mission. Okay. It's not just like moving supplies. It's like dropping off like the McGarrys somewhere.
Is it possible that we could get our crew that we had last time? Who sailed us through this waters? I liked them, and I think
possible.
I think it's probably better to switch up. I don't think we want people to get like a good idea of like what's going on. It's probably better to just do a new crew every time, I think.
Okay.
It's also likely that they have already been commissioned to go do something else somewhere else and not just like chilling. But they're not available this time.
Okay. Does the notes that we have from the Akuban, whoever it was, saying that we've been checked and stuff, is that still in force, or did it have an end date on it or something like that?
I mean, it's got an issue date, so that issue date is a couple months old now.
Okay.
You might be able to like lawyer something, but anyone who's doing their job right would probably dismiss it.
Yeah.
Can we just try to forge it if we wanted?
Ooh.
Could he just like change the date like our thief? I don't know if he has like a forging skill.
I have like something called read languages. It sounds like it would help with this, but I said 0. I didn't do this at all.
You'd have to rewrite the entire message, not just like.
It's not like a thing at the top that you can't just like change, like the issue date.
Well, I mean, it's all written in ink. How would you can't erasing?
You don't have to erase. You just read. You just move it a little bit. I don't know. If it's like issued 01/05, you can make it 01/08 by just putting like a slash through it a little bit.
Well, that is a fucking clever idea. Let's see when it was issued. Kind of genius. I love its simplicity.
And then you can like probably change the 1 to be like a 7.
Voyage Drunsbar. I think that is where it was, and I don't remember the exact date, but it was probably somewhere in here. Let me see if I can find an exact date for this, because it's right around 10, 11, 12, and if it's on the 10th, then you've got some options.
The 8th, just add a 0 beneath the...
December. Ooh, yeah, I don't have the exact date. Roll me a D4. You want low.
It's 1.
Whew,
Nice.
it happened on the 10th of December. That
That's
can't
not
be
good
right.
though, is it? December's not good.
No, that's yeah. Wait.
It would have had to have been
Distance.
December.
We
Yeah,
could
it's
claim that
definitely
we're just using European date instead of American, so it's actually October or something. I think it's fine, right? We got the notes. I've got suggestion. I can be like, look, we've got this note. Let us past.
Yeah, no, I think it'll be fine. I just wanted to
Yeah,
clarify that there are some.
good idea. But yeah, I think modifying December is going to be tough, right? We'd have to change the
You put an
year.
extra slash through, so now it's like 1 instead of
Yeah.
12.
It's the 11th of December is the date that you saw the sailors on.
What's the year?
That would have been 1511. It is now 1512.
So we'd have to change the year to 1512.
So you change the 1 at the end to a 2.
Yeah, but then we'd have to
And then
change
you put
the
a
December
slash.
somehow.
You put a slash, I guess. So it's
We cross out the 1 in 12, so it becomes.
and now
February.
it's February, so you slash it. So now it's February 11th, 1512, right?
So if it says like 15, 11, 12, 11, doing year, month, day, you're going to do what with it? Here at the very top of the map. Yeah, we
Okay,
do
wait.
year,
So I'll
month,
show
day.
you. Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Moon's doing it. Good.
So that's 12.
Yeah. No, that's 12. Yeah.
So year, month, day. Well, I don't know how to really.
Yeah, how do you change the 12 month?
Well, what I
Just
would do
cross out
is
the 1.
I would do a slash in between.
What does that mean?
What's that mean?
Oh, I don't know. You would have to do something with the 1 then. Yeah, if you can get rid of the 1, which should be easily.
Can't we just use Tipex?
The fuck is
Do you guys
that?
have Tipex?
The fuck is that?
I don't know what typic.
It's like a little pot of white shit that you paint on the
Oh.
paper. to
Oh,
make
we call it
white.
whiteout. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like this.
Unfortunately, you don't have whiteout, and the paper you're writing on is not like pure white. And whiteout is also highly visible to anyone looking at it. And I
Could
don't
you not
think
just do a
legal
smudge?
documents with whiteout on them are accepted.
Wait,
I think it's
wait.
gonna
Why can't? Okay, hold on. If we really knew this, why can't we just forge a note?
Well, we
You
could.
can forge a note. Yeah.
We literally have
Can
access
you-
to the family. Why not just forge a note? Yeah.
Can you do it? I can tell you how to write it in a Cuban. I mean, you're a thief. Can you not do forgery and shit like that?
I don't know.
He's
I
not
don't-
trained in it, but you have access to the underground family people. They might be able to forge a letter on your behalf.
Because we've got a version of the letter already, so it should be pretty easy to forge a new one.
True.
Yeah. We should just do
If you
that.
have a version of one forgery, you can steal the legal signatures and put it on the new one, and now you have a real person.
But you still have to
in the
copy it
note.
by hand. And everything is usually sealed with that sealing wax, which lets you know who did it. It's not just the signature; it's the signet ring pressed into wax.
She didn't have a wax on the
that's-
C, did she?
I think
was a
people
noble.
that seal things
yeah.
are gonna have that shit. Yeah.
Yeah. And moving that seal from one page to the other is
Is the hard
super
part.
fucking hard. That's why they use
But wait,
this.
someone's had a good idea. Though. What if we do this right to the 1? or even
Two.
yeah, or even just like wait. Sorry, this is getting silly now, but
Yeah. Now it is.
yeah,
No,
no,
it's
it
not
is
silly,
yeah,
You just do it like that.
like that. Now it's just like a 0 with a line through it.
That would work.
You guys want to try it?
I don't
Well,
know.
we're already on
I
the
don't
boat.
know why. Wait.
We don't have to do this.
You
First
should just
off.
ask the family for a forgery.
But we're already on the boat. We've already.
Are we on
that?
that? We're settled off. We're settled out.
We're having this discussion underneath the on the ship. Like, shit, actually,
yeah.
maybe this note's a little bit out of date. You know, hang on a minute. Give me.
I
a
believe
pen.
we would have figured this out on the boat, and then we were like, well, we could maybe change the 0 to a 1 like this.
No, we're not doing this on the boat. This is way too risky.
There's a big wave as we go to do it. It's just like,
Because if it's caught as a forgery, we're actually fucked. Because now they're gonna kill
Yeah.
us, or like.
Sure. I mean, it was just,
okay. Tyrael talk us out of it.
Good.
whoa,
Thank
we
God.
weren't gonna get caught.
Fucking Neil. Look, you were encouraging us there.
Does it matter
Yeah.
if somebody like scouts our ship?
No,
Do you
we have
do-
accents and shit.
Hmm.
We have accents and shit. So they're gonna be able to tell, oh, you're not fucking a Cuban. Who are you? Oh, you're Drakissian. Oh, we're in a war.
Oh, true.
But you had that problem coming from Druin's Bar back to Drekis. But that was a pretty clear, you're going from one place to the other, and you were on a ship that had other cargo and other necessities. This one is just a small little boat, and it'll be up to your ship and their captain to make the excuses as to why you're traveling through their waters. But they will spot you. They will come up to meet you. You'll have a similar boarding experience as before, where they check the ship, make sure it's not filled with supplies or weapons or anything. There's a wizard amongst them who casts a detect magic spell on the ship, and kind of scouts it out, looking for things that might be hidden compartments where they could hide all sorts of illegal stuff or whatever. And also uses a detect invisibility spell to make sure there's not just like a hidden box filled with foreign stuff. You will get some careful eyes on you as the wizard detects magic, and you guys light up like a Christmas tree, which might work in your favor because now they know you guys are so well geared that you might not be worth messing with. And they let you go, providing that you leave Akuba alone, which you have no intention of following.
Yeah.
But you can rest assured that the Akubans, or at least whoever this is, who cares about their politics, has an idea that there's the people matching this description that are heavily armed coming around with lots of magic gear. But again, who gives a shit what the Akubans think? They're not part of Drekis, and they're in the middle of a civil war, and this person's probably going to die in a couple of weeks anyway.
They're barely even human.
Right?
Yes. I listened to the guy, Neil. Just have him say something in his Akuban accent for a second. Just do the Akuban accent.
What's the Akuban accent?
Well, that's what I'm asking you. He talks to me. I'm filing it away in the brain. I think it sounds a bit like, hello. No, it's not Russian. It's kind of a mix between Russian and...
Yeah, it's basically some version of Slavic. Yeah, the Akubans, they sort of... they talk something like this when you come with Drakissian.
When the time is right, Neil, it's going to be the best accent you've ever heard.
Da, baby, da.
Yeah.
All right. And you will land at the Cape of Rohana, put ashore under the cover of moonlight by a rowboat. The captain promises to meet you back here in 7 days.
Okay.
Come hell or high water.
So what's the date today, just so we can be careful to make sure we know? Dropped off.
Today is February 26th.
20...
Yeah, the morning of February 26th. It's a Tuesday.
I'll tell him if we're gonna be late, my hawk will come here with a note.
Wait, is it a leap year?
No, it is not a leap year.
So it's the 5th of March, right? Okay.
Si, senor.
Wait.
Finally, in the middle of winter, you make it to the Cape of Rohana. Put ashore during the night. You can find some cover in the trees, get away from the beach, and rest until dawn.
Okay.
When the dawn breaks, you can clearly see the area around you. It's this very light, deciduous forest. Big, broad leaves, not pine needle type leaves. It's not very well. There's not a lot of undergrowth. The forest isn't particularly thick, so your vision is fairly uninhibited, except for the hills to the north. You can gaze around you. In the distance, you see smoke rising, probably from the chimneys of a few little villages to the south and to the east and to the north, and a smaller stream of smoke arising from some sort of chimney kind of northeast of where you are, which you expect is something? I don't know. But there's, village smoke and then one single smoke chimney.
And this is in, hold on, what direction?
There's villages sort of like off in the distance in all different directions, and then like a smaller signature of smoke rising from the north.
Gotcha, okay.
Claus told us where it was, right? The monastery.
You have a rough idea that it's south
We
of
don't
the
know where
Pasha
we've landed.
Bluffs. Yeah.
That's where we'll go.
Okay, wait, hang on. Maybe I can locate landmark to find out the exact direction. Because we don't really want to be like wandering through villages asking people, right?
Well, I mean, you can just be like a traveling priest looking to study or something, no? Couldn't you? You guys are One is a
It
cleric.
sounded like a place of knowledge, so yeah.
Mhm.
So what are we planning on doing here? Are we planning on going inside and stealing from them?
I guess we'll see when we get there, right? Okay, no, wait. So I'm going to learn Locate Landmark today, Neil, and I will cast it looking for the Monastery of the Quill when we wake up.
You
In the
pick it up right away. It is north by northeast.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
we walk in that direction.
Yeah, there you go. Locate landmark solves your problem, and you arrive at this monastery, kind of out in the woods. Unlike other monasteries, it has a bit of a wall around it, like almost like a castle wall. There's a main gate that faces south, and the wall obscures much of what is within. On the gate, which the doors are open, there is a monk posted as guard.
Can I size them up?
Yeah, give me a charisma check.
30.
That's pretty good. The monk has a deep, calm patience to him of someone who is sound of body and mind and is not distracted by little things here or there. It's quite possible that this monk is an accomplished warrior or maybe just like super fucking zen.
Okay.
All right, guys, what's the plan here then? I say as we drop back a little bit once we've seen the entrance to the monastery. There's a few options. We could have Tyrael try and sneak in and find the thing. We could go in under the guise of being scholars and look around once we're inside, or we could
Let's
try and fight our way in.
Let's try to see if they have invisibility on the main gate. Can you invisibility my hawk, and I'll have him fly in and out and back to us?
If you can do that, yeah, okay. Get him to sit still.
Wait. Let's think for one moment here.
Okay.
Is it wholly inconceivable that we could think of a way to enter this place and get in on safe passage that are we sure they're gonna hate us or try to kill us? Like, there's no way we can think of getting in without having to use spells.
No, I think it's possible we could.
I think it would be
That's
better
involved, huh?
if they just didn't even know we were ever here and the stuff just went missing.
Okay.
I guess I would rather do that than talk to them.
Sure. All right, then try the hawk.
Okay. I have
Okay.
taught my hawk how to scout, so I will point in a location and he'll fly over there and he'll fly around a little bit and then come back.
All right, yeah, I cast visibility on it.
I
So
will
you cast
point.
visibility on the hawk and have it fly just up and over and around the monastery.
Yeah, I wanted it to go specifically through the gate area too, swoop down.
Swoop down and through the gate.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then fly around and come back. Yeah.
Right. So as the hawk reaches the gate and swoops through it, its invisibility breaks. The guard on the gate, who rolls a 20 on his perception check, hears the hawk, catches sight of it, and looks at this hawk that has passed through the gate and flown away. And the monk will very calmly walk over to inside the gate and start ringing a bell.
Okay, come on now, Neil. Would he really assume
So
that
I would assume
was invisible
perception-
rather than he just didn't see
perception
it?
check.
So Nick, you are a guard on
Yes.
a gate that has an anti-invisibility ward across it.
Yes.
You're guarding this gate. Then a creature comes through your gate and its invisibility breaks. What is your assumption? That this is the random invisible hawk that's flying around? Or
No,
that there's
I
something
hear a
random
hawk.
about it?
I
Well,
see a hawk go through the gate and thought, oh, I didn't notice
You
that
don't
hawk.
see the hawk not come through the gate, but you see it on the other side.
Is
Or
he
you
on
hear
which
a
side of
noise,
the gate?
you hear a flapping sound or something, and you're alerted what's that noise? And then boop, hawk.
Which
where
side of
there
the gate
once
is he
was
on?
none.
I mean, it's not worth arguing.
Wait, which
about,
side of the
but-
gate is
I mean,
he
to
on?
be
Is
fair, he already said he was a formidable warrior too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
is he?
he's the dude on the front of the gate, and he's a guard. What's the point of having an anti-invisibility ward on your gate if you're not going to be alerted by invisibility things
So,
or
hold on, question.
being concerned?
Here's the gate. Is he in front of it, here, or is he back here? So
He is on the outside of the gate.
So, question: the hawk flies past him. I assume
Hawks
the
are not silent flyers is the problem.
So then he
Yeah.
hears it. The hawk is going through already. Wouldn't I would? I don't know. I would
Turns
just
to
assume.
look, I
It doesn't
turn-
matter. I don't want to argue
fine,
that. So
it's fine.
he sees the
Yeah.
hawk. Fine.
Sure.
Yeah. That's the whole point of having a guard and an anti-invisibility ward is to like
that's fine.
alert people if there's invisible shit. That's like the core premise.
So we can't sneak in invisible.
Not to the front gate.
Not to the
I don't
front.
think we should attempt to walk in now. We should maybe at least give it a day. Although
Well, we're wasting days now when we only have 7 days to be out here.
Can you
I know, but-
explain the walls to us?
They're about 15 feet tall, and they're topped with like shingles, like a what would you call them, like clay-ish red tile shingles, like you'll find in Southern California.
Have you ever climbed one of those, Tyrael?
Yeah, okay. Just leave this to me. Cast invisibility on me, okay?
I only have one casting.
I have nap.
Are you serious? We wasted on a fucking hawk?
I
Yeah.
have nap.
Okay, nap him. Take a little nap out here, and then cast invisibility on me, okay?
Okay, we'll walk a ways away.
Okay, fine. I mean, I don't know, it's like I could use some of my other spells before napping. It would
What-
be more
Well,
efficient.
what are they?
What other spells do you have that would help us here?
Well, I mean, I could just go and color spray the guard.
Okay, nope, we're taking a nap. Let's go.
You cast what?
Charm person.
I don't think he's gonna be charmed after he sees an invisible flying thing.
Listen, I'm built for this, okay? Let's go.
You're built
yeah.
differently.
I'm built
Okay,
for
okay.
this.
I'm built different. All right, fine. I'll take a nap. Sure.
All right, you nap the wizard after you guys retreat from the monastery. Couple hours later, because I assume you walk far enough away, right? It's a pretty clear forest. You want to get some distance from the monastery.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah.
A couple hours later, you return. It's around noon now.
Tyrael, do you mind if I... So, how many invisibilities did you take?
2.
Do you mind if we test on the hawk one more time? I want him to fly above this time.
No, let's just do it. Let's hurry up.
No,
Pastel.
just
Save
let
you
me
their
do it.
invest.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Okay.
we should put our faith in humans.
True.
All right, Tyrael.
As the hawk just helped us, we should put our faith in humans. Okay. Sorry.
Okay, I will
cast invisibility
I will
on Tyrael.
undon my doff. I will doff my armor. I'm gonna swap out my gloves of war for my gauntlets of dexterity. And I will become invisible.
Excellent.
Give me a. Does it look like there is a spot on the wall where I could tie a rope and nobody would reasonably notice? Not dangle the rope off, but just like leave like a coiled rope tied up, or does it look as such that like that would definitely be noticed?
There's like no places in which to attach a rope. It's a defensive wall like that, so there's no place to attach one.
Okay, that's fine. Well, after being made invisible, is this a square foundation? Yep. Okay. I would like to attempt to scale one of the walls.
Excellent. These walls are well maintained, so I'm going to give you like a -10 on your climb check because they keep them in good condition.
Okay, one thing I'll argue a question here is my understanding is that and I might be misremembering this from a 5e ability or something. I thought that my climb walls as a thief literally lets me like climb marble. It's just, like I thought it was like unreal. But I might be
thought
thinking
it was actually that too.
yeah, but I might be thinking of a 5e feat.
I think that's got to be 5e.
Also,
something.
Tyrael, before you leave, I'll give you the Esp Amulet. You can use it to detect if somebody's like behind a door or something like that.
Okay, if you want to.
Yeah. Well, you got
I
to
thought
sneak
as a
around
thief
them,
you were
right?
literally able to just like climb.
Yeah,
down
my
the
thought,
walls.
my understanding, it was either this or there might have been a 5e ability I had on a rogue, but I thought you could literally like scale marble. It was
Yeah.
unbelievably OP. Yeah. Because otherwise, what differentiates this from like a normal like dexterity check to see if you can climb a wall?
Thieves have a higher speed. They can climb more difficult conditions, and what other things?
Either way, you have a
Climbing
grappling
rate.
hook, right?
I'm not using that though. It's too loud. Very loud.
Well, we could deal with silence if you wanted.
I can climb.
I could
Even with the minus check, I can climb, but I don't want to give this now and then like argue it over it later. So. Okay, so climb walls. Okay, here we go. Although everyone can climb rocky cliffs and steep slopes, the thief is far superior to others in his ability. Not only does he have a higher, better climbing percentage than other characters, he can also climb most surfaces without tools, ropes, or devices. Only the thief can climb smooth and very smooth surfaces without climbing gear. Of course, the thief is very limited in his actions while climbing. He's unable to fight or effectively defend himself. That's why I heard that smooth or very smooth. I don't know. I guess it's up to the DM to.
Yeah, so
interpret.
you can attempt this. I wouldn't allow anybody else to even attempt this wall, but it's
Okay.
super smooth.
Sure.
So you'll have a penalty to it. But
Gotcha.
It's only 10%.
Okay. Minus 10 penalty, so my current is 85 or below, so I need 75 or lower to hit.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Good luck.
Ooh, that is excellent. And now I want you to make me a detect traps check as you climb the wall. Because as you reach the top and like go to move over the wall, you find that the tile you grab onto is barely held in place at all. And as you reach it, it begins to slip and begins to knock the other tiles around it. So I need you to give me like a detect remove traps to like hold this tile in place and prevent the tile and the other ones nearby from sliding off. This is what we would call a mundane detection method for things climbing walls. You just have the wall fall apart when people get to the top, and then if anyone climbs it, shit falls down and makes a bunch of noise. It needs constant repair, and you need someone going around the wall every fucking day to like replace the things that will get knocked off in the wind or when a bird lands. But if you can afford to have someone maintain these walls, then this is like a cheap method of preventing egress.
All right.
But
well,
it could just be a bird as well.
Yeah, but someone's going to hear the clatter and come take a
look.
look, and there'll be an investigation. And if it's a whole like bunch of tiles all over the place, then someone's climbed over the wall. And if it's just like 1 or 2 tiles, it's not a big deal.
Okay. Well, my find remove traps is very low because both my party members bullied me into not taking it. So, nope.
Oof. So you reach up, grab the tile, and it clatters to the ground, and a couple of other tiles clatter with it. You're familiar with this sort of mundane defense, although it's not often used in Drekis. So here you are, about 15 feet up the wall. Do you want to go over?
Can you explain
Obviously,
how many tiles,
or do you want to?
So I feel like some noise has been made, correct?
Yeah, these tiles fall. A couple of them crack on the ground below.
Okay, gotcha. Can I stop for a moment? And can I attempt to detect noise as I'm sitting here to see if I hear anybody coming or if there's a bunch of commotion made?
There is not a bunch of commotion made, no. But as you look around, you do see that same monk from the front, kind of like peering down the area, glancing around, and then starting to walk in your direction.
Okay.
He's walking he's on the outside of the wall.
Yes.
Am I able to relatively quickly? I would like to climb up to finish my climb. How far am I to getting up to the top?
You're at the top. Like you've reached the top of the wall has like a slanted bit, so you've reached the slanted bit.
Okay.
Knocked a few things off. You're still holding on. If you want to climb all the way on top of it, you can, but you're likely going to disturb a whole bunch of other tiles up there.
As this is happening, as we see him starting to walk, and I would assume we don't hear tiles.
Oh, him, yeah.
Yeah.
You'll see the tiles fall from where you are, and
I'll
then
talk
see the
to
guy
Imric.
come out.
Imric, should I hold person him, and then we can take him away, and Tyrael can disguise himself as that guy?
What do we do with him?
I don't know.
Right. Yeah, we got to do something soon. He's about to raise the alarm.
What do you think? Should I
Probably.
do it?
And look around. Yeah, do it.
Wait, I look around. Are there anybody else that within sight?
There's no one else that you can see outside of the gate, and through the gate, your vision is.
Wait, was this guy a dwarf?
He's like
No,
a human.
it's human.
Okay, good. Yeah, do it.
I gotta find my map quick.
Invisibility me so I can get close.
It's not worth the spell. Just what's the range? Just cast it. Walk up to him. He'll look over to you, and then boom.
It's 120 yards.
Okay, as these guys
Yeah.
are trying to figure out, I would just like to climb to the top of the wall, and then I'd like to move back a little bit. Like, so if I climb onto the wall and I'm facing inside the monastery, I'd like to take a few steps forward and then turn around so that I'm looking out. Does that make sense?
Sure, but if you're gonna climb up on the wall, you're gonna disturb more tiles.
I'm okay with having some of the tiles fall, but once I reach like the top, I would like to. Can I use my ability to move silently so that they wouldn't be able to hear me walking around on the top of the wall? Like I'd like to the bricks are getting fucked. That's fine. Whatever. I'll just continue climbing to the top, and then I'll like move very silently as I'm on top, and I'll see
But
what.
anytime you step, you're gonna disturb tiles, and they're gonna fall to the ground. The
But
only
they can't
place
hear
that
his
you can move
footsteps
on
is what he's going for, I guess.
They won't hear the footsteps, but they'll like hear the tiles fall, and they'll see them
Oh, so I
vanishing,
can't like climb up onto like a stable surface where there aren't falling tiles. It's all.
Only the place where the tiles have already fallen does not have tiles on it.
I will cast hold person on him. It's 120 yards.
Maybe I need to make a do a doodle.
Doodle, yeah. Because I thought it
okay,
sounds like there's
so-
falling tiles right before you'd reach like the walkway. That the whole walkway can't be like.
There
falling
is
tiles.
no walkway, is what
Oh.
I'm trying to say.
Okay,
yeah.
I understand.
So you've got like a peaked wall like this. If you look south of Tal Lashar,
Gotcha,
more
sure.
symmetrical like, and then
Okay, I understand. In that case, I have no choice but to climb back down.
yeah, okay. You can climb back down. The monk will come by.
Wait, I
spot
told
the
you I
broken
cast.
tiles.
Yeah, we
you
cast the
cast
whole person on him.
Yeah.
Right. 120 yards.
Get ready to run, Lucas. Anton.
Okay, Lucas. 120 yards is 360 feet. The forest is kind of sparsely covered. You're going to need to get within... yeah. I'll give him a... okay. You approach. As you get closer to him, the monk sort of looks out into the forest, sees a random person coming, begins to raise his hand to give you a wave, and by then you have gotten into range. You throw down a hold person spell,
I do.
and it's a
You should
saving
have
throw.
-2. Yeah, you
Okay.
said it's a -2 penalty. 'Cause it's against one
Yes.
person.
And he stops mid-wave.
All right, I run towards him.
I
with
run to go
Anton
grab him,
closely
I guess.
behind
We're
me.
bringing
Grab him
him
and drag
with
him
us.
into the forest.
Grab and bag.
Crime already. Excellent. Tyrael, you see your allies running out of the woods towards you, and you see the monk frozen in place, waving.
We grab him, we're dragging him out.
We drag him back into the cover of the trees. I will like stuff a sock in his mouth or something like that.
I'll tie him up with rope.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll scale down and I'll go hang out with my friends, I guess, see what they're doing.
All right, Tyrael. Look, we captured him. Maybe you can
You can impersonate him now, Tyrael.
Just don't say too much.
Okay, I'll get a close look at him, his outfit and everything, and then
Wait,
I
should
will.
we talk to him before you leave?
Yeah, you can talk to him if you want. But I will disguise myself as what he looks like. I'm still invisible though, but
Yep.
I'll disguise myself as what he looks like. Yeah.
All right, Tyrael.
You
When he
weren't
wakes
able
up,
to replicate specific facial features, or you are? I can't remember.
you are because he was Cassandra. Remember?
Right. Okay, cool. So you can
Yeah.
replicate individuals.
I believe so.
Excellent.
We should ask this guy some questions though, because he might know where the woman's buried.
Yeah. Also, you'll notice as you drag him out into the woods and like away from the monastery, there's someone who comes to check up on him because there's been these noises and these bell ringings, and
Classic.
it's not like the front guard is going to go disappearing and no one's going to notice. So you manage to drag him off into the woods as someone else comes out to check the front gate. And the
Tyrael,
bells ring in
go
the
pretend to be
distance.
the other guy. Oh, fuck.
Bring him over here. Bring him over. Yeah. Get him to come over here. I'll deal with him. We can just
The
do
other
this like
guy?
Splinter Cell style. We'll just draw them all.
Well,
out one
before
by one.
bells ring in the distance, I guess, as we see him, are we able to take action, Koibu?
Sure. I mean, he's on the inside of the monastery, coming towards
Oh,
the
he's on the
gate.
inside?
What do you want to do?
So I will. I'll break my invis. I'll be cloaked as, or I'm sorry, I'll be like disguised as this guy, and then I will go and I'll just stand around like looking up and down at like the fallen tiles.
Sure. He asks you something in a Kuban.
Time to shake your head.
Hold on. Let me just check real quick on my languages.
What about
Dracissian, Eridonian, Mystrian.
the amulet?
That's true. The Esp Amulet. Do I get an idea of what he's asking me?
Thoughts are different than language, yeah?
Sure. His surface thoughts are about kind of like what's happening.
Okay.
The specifics of his question are lost to you, but
Sure.
he's concerned about the events.
Yeah, I understand. I look at him kind of like questioningly, and I shrug my shoulders, and then I look back at the tiles.
Neil,
He
I
speaks
start
at
to
you
sneak.
again.
I start to sneak up to this conversation.
You're in a fairly open area at great range. It's unlikely you're going to sneak up on
Oh,
these
he is
people.
I mean, I'm not wearing any armor. Why? Why can't I sneak up?
Why don't you use your
You've been
other
playing
invisibility?
Too much cyberpunk, all right? The people notice things approaching them from a distance.
I crouch down
Especially
and walk
on
within
guard.
1 foot of his body, and he doesn't see me.
So they
All right,
see
fine.
you.
I cast. If I see how far it is, I cast invisibility on myself, and I start walking towards them.
Okay, great. The monk is still talking to you. He's sort of concerned about what's going on, but the words are coming out in a Kuban.
I
I'll-
stand behind
Not there
Tyrael.
yet. There's a.
I
I
moment,
will
there's
step
a while that
forward.
They're gonna have to chat.
I'll step forward and get on one knee, and I'll start kind of like shuffling the tiles around like I'm looking for something on the floor.
Okay. He comes down and kneels with you and looks at the floor, looks at the tiles.
And I say,
Says, he says something to you again and motions up.
I kind of look up.
He says something and motions up.
Yeah, and then I nod my head at him approvingly.
He nods his head and turns around and goes back in.
Okay.
Hey, it worked.
Wait, did he get to go back in yet, or is the?
No, the other
turning
guy's
around and
walking
heading
back.
towards the front.
Okay.
All right, and he's walking past me now, right?
You're coming from outside, right? So
Yeah.
you're coming in, and he's going.
I'm
this way. He's
invisible
not
now, so
walking
I'm not
past
going slow. I'm walking quicker than him.
you. Sure. You want to intercept him before he gets to the gate?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you can start running towards him.
I see Tyrael like shaking his head at me. No, because he can't see me.
He can't see you.
He can't see
Yeah.
you.
So I get to him and I'll reach a hand into my bag of sand and just fucking color spray him.
Okay. So you're gonna try and get to him before. What's the range on color spray?
Hang on. How far
the
away
range?
am I? The range is short, but he walks.
So you guys are
he walks-
far more than 120 yards away, right? That's the maximum casting range of hold person.
Correct.
And to be spying on this place from like a distance where they're not going to see you when there's not a lot of cover, you've got to probably be like a couple hundred yards away. The width of this whole thing is only what's this distance? 11200 divided by 140. It's only like 100 feet wide on the wall. So if you run at 3 times his speed, he could still reach the whole length of the
Fine.
wall.
I mean, he had a conversation with Tyrael, but if I'm not going to catch him, I let him go back inside the. Thing.
Okay. He's gonna get back inside, and the moment he goes through the gate, he starts ringing that bell like crazy.
Oh, for God's sake!
They're like peaceful historians, and you guys are. It's fine. This is amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
Alarm bells go off, and once this bell starts ringing, you start hearing a much bigger bell from the inside of the monastery ring in a low tone. They're clearly wise that something's going on, and are probably aware that their friend is being impersonated. Well, everything has gone completely sideways right away. Why don't we take our first break right here while all players regroup, and we'll figure out what we do when we come back. See you guys on the other side.
Sounds good.
You just.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tombs of Scoria. The bells are ringing within the monastery, and their tone and frequency lets you know that it's definitely some sort of, monastic messaging system. It's, the bell probably has a very specific meaning. Probably not, too specific, but they're warning bells, so they mean something. The meaning is lost to you, though. And you can see various people assembling on the inside of the gate. Mostly you see them like walking past and not like assembling in plain view right in front of you. Through the gate, you can see what appears to be a library or a barracks or some sort of like large building about, what is this, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
I'm gonna motion to the guy that we have captured. Give him like a silent this. And I'm gonna slowly take the gag out of his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is there supposed to be music right now?
No, not yet. I will
Okay.
put it on. How far away from the monastery are you when you do this sort of thing? Are you within sight of it, or are you like really far away so that you can't see them and they can't see you?
I definitely can't see the people who ran off to go handle the other guy.
Okay.
I'm probably. I don't know. I'm not
Right.
within sight. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have retreated back like half a mile or something.
Yeah.
So there's enough trees and cover between you guys that you can't see the monastery. They can't see you. All 3 of you together. You've got the monk tied up. The hold person spell is worn off by now.
Tyrael, ask
The
him
monk
some
observes you
questions.
calmly.
I say, laughing.
I can talk to him.
You should hear me.
What do we?
I can't speak.
What do we want to know from this guy?
I want to know what the fuck is up. What did he get us into? Ask him that.
How many of? Listen, friend, you understand me?
Friend?
He looks at you and gives you a single nod, calmly, collected.
You roleplayed him perfectly, Steven.
How many? How many of you are in this monastery?
He gives a long sigh and says, "My friend, why have you come here? Hmm?
I'm the one asking the questions here, buddy. I said, how many of you are in this monastery?
You think I value my life so much as to betray my friends? My comrades? The members of my order? No. If you are here to kill me, then die I must.
I'm trying to find a way around killing you.
We're not here to kill anybody.
We don't want to kill anyone. We're looking for information.
The library is open to all.
I laugh fucking manically.
Fantastic. Do you think you could talk around your friends, explain there's been a misunderstanding?
We had a massive misunderstanding here, my friend.
Since we've had terrible things about the Akubans from back home, we thought you were an unreasonable lot, but you seem to be quite the nice gentleman.
Perhaps trust has already been lost between us. You do not seem like a good person. I have no intention of helping my kidnapper.
Listen, buddy, you've got it all wrong. I'm a great person. Trust me. Ask any of the people here, apart from, ask them.
Okay. You release me, I go sort out details on the inside. Yeah?
I turned to the other two. He said that we should release him.
In exchange for what?
And he said he'll talk to them for us. I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah, of course not.
What it?
I gave it the Esp Amulet back to Emmerich.
Oh, thanks. I read his mind. Is he going to actually...
His mind is calm and at peace. He is a monk. There is not a thought or emotion to betray it. Simply absorbing what is happening around him.
Really? So if I start cutting him up, he's gonna be calm? His
Well,
mind's
if
not
you
gonna
start cutting
betray
him up,
him?
it's probably
No.
not gonna be
I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm just curious at how devout he is.
All right, well, I'm still invisible, actually, so I'm going to go see what's going on over there. You guys keep an eye on him. I will head back towards the monastery.
Tyrell, what the fuck did Imric do?
Wait, do you speak Akubian?
No. I'm sure he speak. I'll try to speak to him in Eridonian?
Eridonian or Drakissian or Mystrian? Does he understand any
Or
of these type of
Halfling,
languages?
any of those?
He doesn't seem to understand anything that you're saying.
Fucking bastard.
Idiot.
Oh my god.
All right, Nick. You
Yes.
walk towards the gate.
Hmm.
The doors have been shut by now, probably barred from the inside. The only way is up and over the tiles, up and over the walls, and the tiles will fall, alerting your presence if you do that, certainly. What are you going to do?
I didn't see anyone else from the inside or anything like that.
No, they shut the gates. Can't see in anymore.
Looks like they're leaving their friend for dead. I'll go back. All right, I mean, they've closed the gates. There's no one coming. Looks like you're on your own, I say to the guy.
Well, he probably knows some stuff. We could, maybe interrogate the information out of him. Maybe he knows what we're looking for. Maybe we could use the truth candle, and he would know exactly what we're looking for. I'll say in Drakissian.
I shake my head. I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think we're going to get any information of use out of this guy. My understanding of the truth candle is that it makes it so a man cannot lie, but it doesn't compel him to tell the truth.
Well, Fist compel him to tell the truth.
I don't think so. We're literally
Fist would tell
taking...
him to answer.
We have monks in the middle of a monastery, in the middle of nowhere. This man clearly doesn't care if he's killed or not.
I've got an idea, though. Can we, if we use the truth candle, then I can use suggestion to make him answer the question, and he won't be able to lie.
When you suggest something, isn't it something that they would reasonably do anyway, or how does suggestion work again?
Yeah, it's to make him just take a course of action if it's presented in a reasonable way. But if the suggestion is to just answer the question, but then he finds he can't lie because of the candle.
Why would he
Maybe
answer the
he'll
question,
have to
though, if he
tell the truth.
deliberately doesn't want to?
Well, because that's what the suggestion spells make him do. It's not putting himself in physical harm, so I think he would still be compelled to do it if he fails to save. For the sake of one minute on the candle, I think it's probably worth it.
Can you put
Trying.
suggestion into the chat so we can read this, so I can see how Koibu's gonna fuck us?
Yes.
The second and third paragraphs are what you're going to want to look at there, especially paragraph 3, sentence 1.
Paragraph 3, sentence 1.
Course of action of suggestion can continue.
Oh, this is broken up. However, a suggestion that a pool of acid was actually pure water and that a quick dip would be refreshing is another matter. Like, that might be reasonable.
Yeah, luckily it's like nothing like that, so
Mm-hmm.
that should be fine. It says, urging a red dragon to stop attacking the wizard's party so that the dragon and the party could jointly loot a rich treasure elsewhere is likewise a reasonable use of the spell. So if it can stop a red dragon attacking you, I think it can cause this
That's
guy to
actually
answer a
pretty
question.
nuts. Then,
Well,
yeah.
but it doesn't stop the red dragon attacking you. It like offers you like the ability to work together to loot treasure, which is also in the dragon's interests, right? If this man doesn't value his life, what can we suggest in such a way that?
You know, I just think that I think this suggestion might get him to answer the question. It might not, but for the sake of losing what 1 minute on the candle, do we only have one?
For candles, let me check.
We've got 2 purple candles.
I can't control
Well,
it.
what would we ask him? Where Rohana's tomb is, or are we gonna ask him?
He's not gonna know. We need the diary.
Correct.
Yeah, where's the diary? Yeah.
Where's the diary? Or we could ask him, how do we get inside secretly?
2 purple candles left.
Yeah, we
Just
only
in
need
terms
it.
of like,
Yeah.
in terms of like archetypes and tropes and we have literally captured a monk from a fucking monastery in the middle of nowhere. He's not gonna tell us anything. I don't think. Like,
I think the suggestion will work.
I think it'll work.
okay, well,
Logic.
in that case, I can remove the candle from my backpack.
Okay.
All right, we
and
don't need to tell him what it does. Light it up.
I'm going to light the candle.
Okay. You put it before the man. You have how many minutes on the candle left?
Well, right now I took out 1 candle, and it has 6 inches. And if I start burning it now, it burns at 1 inch per minute. So I'm going to burn 1 inch right now. So I should get at least 1 question, I guess. But
All right. And at the same time, Nick will throw down a suggestion spell suggesting.
Yeah, so I pull out some honey from a pot, sort of rub it between my index finger and thumb.
we want the
looks
clear.
like-
Also, we're looking for the lady's diary.
Diary.
This guy won't know where Rohana's tomb is, right?
Yeah. I cast the suggestion spell and I say, listen, friend, we just want to ask you a few questions. So I suggest that you attempt to answer them as best you can.
And then you ask him.
I say, how many monks are in the monastery?
mm, 18 by day, 30 in all.
We're looking
That's one
for.
question, 1 minute of candle.
Fine. Go next.
Let me just get the woman's name. Was it? We're looking for Mother Mortia's diary. Where is it kept?
I have no idea where such a thing could be.
Where is Mother Mortia buried?
You can see the pain on his face as he attempts to try to not speak, but the spells bind him to do so anyway. Underneath the strike of Rohana, within the temple.
What's the easiest way for us to get to it?
The front door. Is that 4 questions? Or was that 3?
Yeah.
That's 4.
Yep, I got 2 inches left.
So this hasn't been 4 minutes, so I've got some time to discuss with my party, do I know? In between questions. Without them.
Matter of seconds.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
pausing the time for a second. We've not been talking for 4 minutes, have we?
No, yeah, but you go ahead. You've got some time.
What else do you think we should ask him?
Not a long time.
What protections are on the tomb? Something like that?
What's the easiest way to get in and out without like keys or magical spells or whatever?
Yeah, what's
Without
the
getting
easiest
caught.
way for us
Wait.
to get access to the tomb without getting caught?
He's gonna
That
fuck
is
you on that.
not an easy thing to do.
Must not answer the question. Fuck this guy.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to know a good way of doing that.
There's also the
What-
secret entrance over here that we use all the time to get in the tomb.
What are
Okay,
you most
so-
worried about us asking you?
So, last question I will say.
Wait, would that not work?
Well, it could be anything. It could be like that he's gay with the fucking other monks.
But he's probably
Something.
trying to hide information about the tomb. So I think it's worth going for it unless you have a better question.
Well, I was just going to ask potentially what magical protections are on the tomb itself, or the
fuck
entrance to
that.
the tomb. All right, fine. Anton, if you say so. What was it? What do you least want to tell us?
Yeah, what do you least want to, or what question do you not want us to ask?
Listen, friend. Well, no, because we've only got one question left. What's the answer
No.
to the question you want me to ask
Oh.
the least?
You don't. Oh yeah. He's got to be thinking something. He has to know something, right?
Nothing?
Really?
I mean, what's the answer to the question you want me to ask you least, Mr. Mooton? That's not like that's something that's
2
in your
inches.
Mind, like, oh my
Boom!
god,
I
I'm
thought
afraid
of
Neil's
one.
gonna ask
Boom.
me about something.
I thought of one immediately. There it was. But I'm
You
not gonna
have
tell
an
you.
answer, but is it really the thing that you want to be asked least?
That's
is that
the
really
that's
an
the
honest
answer. That's the answer that came up the quickest, according to the situation that's going on.
He is not concerned. Has no fears. He's got nothing he is like afraid of you asking. He has no answer for this question. The man is at peace with himself.
All right, well, the candle burns. I'll answer my question.
Yep.
So the candle is done.
Yeah.
Well, I have one more candle. If you, anything else? What do you
No,
think?
I think.
Can I detect grudges?
Yes. The only grudges you can detect right here are the small ones forming between your brothers over the whole incident.
Ah, so he
the
has no
monk-
grudge.
Yeah, the monk seems to be grudgeless.
Let's let him go. They'll forgive us.
All right, buddy. So, listen. I'm not sure we can just let you go if you know what I mean.
We're not murderers, Emmerich.
Yeah, I know that, but he doesn't know that. You hear what I said? Hey, I said I'm not sure we can let you go.
He doesn't seem to respond to this. He's tied up and sitting there peacefully, quietly, accepting his fate and his death.
Fantastic.
Maybe he'll accept his own death. But maybe not the death of all the knowledge that they're protecting. Tell him that you will rain down fireballs on this location and see if he breaks it all.
Alright, listen, you're not leaving with as much choice here, and we can't afford for this to be getting out, so not only will we have to kill any of your friends that get in our way, but we're going to have to burn this place down when we're finished with it, and all the knowledge you've been protecting is going to be lost.
That would be a great loss to the world.
One that you could avoid.
One that you could avoid.
Very well, but I'm already too deep. We've gone too far. There's no
Then
turning back.
nothing I say will change your mind.
Not true.
You are ready.
No, not true. You could go and get the diary for us and bring it back here, and everything could be spared.
Do you think we cow in the face of danger?
I thought your prerogative was to defend the knowledge here, but I guess not.
Defend,
Yes.
not
defend.
surrender.
Yes, it's facing a great threat right now.
So are you.
He's threatening us, I say to the two.
He threatened us?
Yeah, he
Wow.
said that we're facing a great threat.
Wow.
I know. I was
Well,
shocked.
Tyrael, they're threatening us. That means we must defend ourselves rightfully.
I'm gonna go defend myself in your house.
Okay. Tell this guy that we need to gain. All we want to do is be able to read through some passages in this diary. Do you have memory wipe?
Not today.
How far back does it go?
Minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell this guy that for research purposes or whatever, we need to be able to read this woman's diary. It's very important to us. We don't want to steal it. We don't want to hold on to it. We just need to read it. Ask him if there's anything that's been bothering them or anything that we could do that would make this like a worthy trade. Understanding that we're already negotiating from behind because we've already violated their trust.
Okay. So instead of I was standing up in front of him before talking down to him, but I take a knee in front of him and I say, look.
He still can't see you.
Okay, yeah, it's true.
But the voice
Okay.
comes from a lower level.
Look, buddy, right. I think we got off on the wrong foot here.
I think so too.
Let me tell you what I want. I just want to read that diary. I only need it for an hour, tops. Just need to take a quick little look. And you can have it back. That's all we really want. And I understand that this negotiation look, it's not started off well, and we're already kind of negotiating from behind a little bit. But we're resourceful people. I'd much rather put those resources to use helping you in the form of a trade than murdering all your compatriots and burning this place to the ground.
Tell him that we know the knowledge of the Great Vault in of Roxas. Tell him how we know how to make locks and keys like that, which could benefit him maybe greatly in the future.
I mean, seems like a long shot.
A trade for it, well, knowledge for knowledge.
Perhaps there's something we could do for you. Maybe a task, or maybe there's some knowledge that you're missing that we could provide. Is there anything that we could do?
What knowledge do you seek from the diary of our founder?
I turn back to this. He wants to know what we're looking for in the diary.
Well, you might as well tell him.
No, I don't think we should.
He's either going to help us or he's not getting out of here, so that knowledge is safe. Either he's on our side or he's, you know, dead.
Yeah, but I think he's not going to help us if he thinks we're trying to loot Rohana's tomb. So, clerics back
what
in my
was she a
homeland.
cleric of?
I say back to him. Clerics in our homeland are looking to research new magics to help deal with the threats we faced. And our research tells us that your founder researched some very powerful spells, and we are hoping that perhaps the notes in her diary may allow our clerics back home to pursue a similar path.
Koibu, what was she a cleric of again?
She was a cleric of...
Elthara would be cool.
I don't think we knew.
No, of, fuck, what's his name? I gotta look at my god.
John?
John, the god of crops? No. Of, Mathis and Safia, wisdom and knowledge.
Makes sense. All right, that's what I say. We're looking to get knowledge on spells that she researched.
My friend, you must be a wizard, for clerics are granted their spells from the divine.
Shit.
I think you are a liar.
Perhaps it was scrolls.
Ah, of course. You have me now. I fall for big plan.
Alright, shut this guy the fuck up. Tyrael, we know what must be done. I don't want to sit here talking to fucking monks all day.
Hold on, real quick. We're not at war with Akuba, right? We're at war with Mistria,
right
and
now.
Akuba's just like, yeah, always like irritating on the side.
There have been wars in the past.
Yeah,
There's
but-
bad blood, but presently you're both involved with other conflicts.
Okay. I draw my sword.
No!
He closes his eyes.
Fucking hell.
I'll cut the restraints off his hands.
Cringe.
Oh, shit.
His eyes open with surprise.
I'll sheath my sword. And I'll nod at him.
He gets to his feet, looks around, takes a bow, and turns and walks peacefully back to the gate.
Well,
Well, I think that went quite well.
We're not getting these items. I think it's better if we just leave.
We're not getting wives.
Do you have any ideas on how to get in?
Well,
you told them they were going to burn their whole monastery down. We're not
The nuclear option is still available.
Well, we had one. Now they have 19 people. They had 18. Now they got 19.
Yeah, maybe.
Terrell, what is your plan here? You let him go? You must be thinking of something.
we're gonna have to find some way to break in by force. We're gonna have to gain access to that diary, and then we're gonna have to go to the tomb. And all of this is gonna be more difficult now because that guy knows what we're up to.
I say we just Death Knight march in. Right now, we just walk with him. Maybe he'll act like we're on his side. Walk with him like it's a big misunderstanding.
It's actually not the worst idea.
I'll start walking to catch
No,
up to him.
I'll grab his collar. We're not doing that.
Okay, well, we're not going to be able to sneak in. I would like you to realize that.
Maybe we could sneak in there with a bit more preparation.
We're limited on time. They're not going to forget about this in a week. We don't have anything else to go and do. We have our ship coming in a week.
All right, let brain blast. Come on, guys.
I'm trying. I'm formulating the brain blast.
Okay.
Let's just go talk to them. I mean, we let him go to show good faith.
Yeah, I mean, we could try etherealness, I suppose. Walk through the gate.
Yeah, I have that.
We don't know where the tomb is, though, is the problem.
He told us somewhere.
Wait, we're not. Oh yeah, we're looking for her tomb. Oh, so her tomb is probably not even inside this place, right?
Yeah, no, he said it was.
Oh,
It's
it
in
is
the
inside.
monastery.
Yeah.
But what we could do is with the etherealness scroll, could we not find any underground chambers quite easily?
Probably, but I think the issue is if this place is going to be protected against invisibility, you can bet your ass that it's going to be protected against etherealness.
I'm not sure that's as easy to counter, though. Right, we could walk through the wall or under. We could walk through the wall, right?
You can't walk through the wall, right? Because it's like a stone thing. That's like one of the only material things that there are. We
I
can
think
walk
it's just
through the door.
living things that were there. What is it now?
Etherealness is
Inorganic stuff, right?
Organic things are transparent or non-existent,
Yeah.
but like rock, earth, water, metal.
So we could
And
walk
there's
through the door. That's
Yeah.
wood.
Wooden door you could walk through. This door has bands of like metal that go around it, but the bands you could like either step over or they're thin enough because there's like an inch or so of fuzziness on solid objects. So
you
like
can
an
hit
inch
them.
of metal you can actually pass through kind of slowly, but like 2 inches of metal you would run solidly into.
Do you have that spell now?
I have ethereals now, but I don't have protection from evil. So I would advise heavily that we come back tomorrow. I can have
Because
2
of you're scared
castings.
of rates or something?
Incredibly. I guess this is a pretty serene place, though.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be rates here, but 2 castings could work to
Koibu
get out
smiles.
as well.
I mean, we're like around like tombs and shit. Like, is this not where raids?
This is probably where they'd be.
Yeah,
So
if they were ever in.
I
any
say
place.
we come back tomorrow. I can have etherealness and negative plane protection. I can have nap and like 5 castings of protection from evil.
That sounds good.
I don't-
And we'll come in ethereally.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else right now.
Yeah. It's just if we wait till tomorrow, they may move the diary or move the.
I mean, it's a well-defended monastery or whatever. I doubt they'd move things out of that well-defended location, right?
Honest to God, why the fuck would we let him go and then we're gonna come back and break in? This is just.
We can't kill them.
It's so dumb that they're not gonna expect it.
True.
True.
That's true.
That's
You
true.
convinced me. Yeah.
All right, we leave to go nap and sleep. I guess.
All right. So you're gonna go wait until the next day?
Yeah, I need to get my spells.
Sure.
Wait.
I'd like to read Protection from Evil one more time.
Wait.
I don't think we need 5 castings of this, dude.
Wait.
I was really gonna take 3.
Hold on.
What?
I would like to we're gonna go tell them the truth, and we're gonna talk to them, and they're gonna let us read the diary. Okay.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna do.
I'm down with it. Let's try it.
Let's
Fuck
follow
it.
him. Yeah, let's fucking try him.
So today, you've left the guy go. He's gotten to the temple diary.
Hell yeah, we have Koibu.
The 3 of you are gonna walk over to the front gate and chat with them.
Yeah,
We're gonna wave at him.
that's what
Okay,
we're gonna
Nick,
do.
Are you gonna be visible?
I need Nick to be a translator for me. Okay.
Okay, I'll turn visible.
Okay. All of us are ready. Swords and everything are placed
Sheathed.
away. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. You approach the gates. As you do so, the gate cracks, and out steps the same once captive monk.
I give him a nod.
Okay.
He stands before the gate, which closes behind him.
Are the
and his arms are
tiles
crossed in front of him?
are the tiles still destroyed? Like,
Yes, that one little patch of tile is still broken.
okay. I say to the man, what is the man's name?
We don't know.
No one ever got that.
My brother wants to know what your name is.
They call me Rudolph.
He's called Rudolph.
I nod my head, Rudolph, and I kind of gesture towards Imric because he'll be translating for me.
Rudolph.
Rudolph. Clearly,
Rudolph.
we got off on the wrong foot. These are very strange times. I'm sure, as you can tell, trust is hard to come by, and me and my brothers have obviously been in quite a number of uncomfortable scenarios in the past, and for that reason, we have a hard time trusting anybody. I'm sure you guys feel the same way. My brother here is a cleric, just looking to gather information for his research. I nod towards Anton.
I show him the amulet, the chosen amulet of Ilthara.
And I nod back towards Rudolph. It is very much in our interest, if possible, to be able to glimpse the diary of this lady. My brother needs access to it for his research. We merely wish to read the diary and we'll be on our way. Before you decide whether or not we are allowed to read the diary, first we would like to offer our services in repairing your wall and setting right anything that we've messed up or defiled, I guess, at this monastery so far. If you'd give us at least the opportunity to repair the tiles before we continue this conversation, me and my brothers would be eternally grateful for that opportunity.
Okay. Imric, how's your translation of that?
Oh, come on. You were going to ask me to do it. I would have done it as I was going. I wouldn't.
Yeah, you can say you were translating along with him, but I want to know if
Yeah,
you
I do word for word. I'm not messing around. I do my best. I'm not doing no fucking Ryan translating.
Okay,
I
cool.
do
I
my
just wanted to
best.
give you an option to translate as you desired.
No, it's okay.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. He hears your plea and says back to you in Eridonian, my dear friends, I see that we have some problems and miscommunications between us. Would you tell us your true goals here, if we are to be honest and forthright?
He wants to know what we actually want in the diary.
There are a bunch of monks.
Sorry, I said Eridonian, Dracissian. He speaks Dracissian.
Oh, he speaks
Oh,
Dracissian.
so when
Just
we tried to
hiding it
talk
earlier.
No, I was going to ask
Yeah.
Koibu earlier about that, but Koibu had specifically said, like, he makes, like, or he acts as though he doesn't respond to you or whatever. He didn't necessarily say the guy was, like, trying to. I was going to ask for clarification, but I figured as much. They're fucking
Yeah,
monks.
yeah.
They should know multiple languages. Yeah. Yeah. I nod and speak to him, and I say, right now, our lands are being ravaged by a mighty beast. I'm sure you're aware of that. I expect you to show no favor to our country, but at least to the people. We wish to defend them, and we feel as the only way we can defend them is with the knowledge that we can acquire from this diary. There are a lot of disparate pieces of information related to magic or spells or potions or scrolls, and we have been traveling the lands attempting to piece together some of this information to help us protect our lands. We believe that this diary might help us in that mission.
The diary you seek is not known to me. It is not a part of our library.
I'll speak up. It should be buried with her.
Ah. That makes sense. I am certain the diary of Mother Mortia, founder of our order, is filled with information we would prefer to keep secret. There are grave details in there. No pun intended.
Wait, grave details in what?
In the diary
Oh, in the diary of the.
of her.
Of our
Mother
founder.
Mortian.
Yes.
Are these details related to the shrine or monastery, or something that would compromise
I
the?
do not know.
Oh,
But if she has buried her diary with her, rather than leaving it open in our temple of knowledge, then it must be buried to keep knowledge from the world. I could not know what is in it, but I know that she wanted it kept safe.
gotcha.
Maybe she wanted it kept safe until now,
Um,
when a grave threat came to be.
Possibly. So I nod.
Possible.
I nod and I say, me and my brothers have traveled far and wide to acquire the information that we need to stop Scoria, and we will not be stopped when it comes to reading this diary. I know that you have had issues with us, clearly, kidnapping and capturing you, and I'm sure we've left a bad impression. However, we do not seek to murder or kill or steal, and it would make me, and I'm sure you, feel eternally better. There is some way that we could reach some agreement in terms of gathering information from this diary. We have no desire to steal from you or harm any of you. Certainly there must be some agreement we can reach to allow us to read parts of this diary. As we read it, you can have full view of us. You can watch us do it. Nothing is going to be copied or stolen. My brother just needs to read some passages, and then we will be on our way. But there must be some agreement, something that we can help you with, something in the area that's giving you trouble. There must be something we can do for an exchange of this information.
Your end goal is to defeat the dragon known as Scoria? You talk about the suffering of your people, and from what we hear, that is the suffering of your people.
Yeah, I nod.
That is a good cause.
I speak up and say, my friend, it's extremely important that our goals remain hidden to Scoria herself. Please, keep this to yourself within your order.
You have used much deception already, but you have also shown mercy and compassion. I will speak to the rest of my order, the heads of them, and come back out in a few minutes with a plan. Please, wait. And he steps back to the door, gives it a rap, and they open it a crack, and he slips inside. And unless there's something you want to say, we can cut right to him coming back out.
I'll look at my two brothers and I'll say, no lies, no tricks. We just need to talk. These are monks. I think we'll be okay if we just keep it simple.
No lies, no tricks. 3 dicks.
Few minutes later, he comes back out with an offer to exhume the body. They will peruse the diary and redact any information they want hidden, and then let you read what remains.
Well, I will look to Tyrael. We're gonna need to be more honest with what we're after then. As the cleric of Velthara.
Look, they're just, if we tell them, I whisper this, if we tell them that we're after Rohana's tomb, there is no way they're going to tell us that.
Well, there's
Why
no
not?
way that they'd ever tell us. There's no way that we'd ever be having this conversation we would normally think right now. So let's just be honest fully.
We can try it, but...
As Velthara's chosen cleric, I will say, we are currently after a few mighty items that the journal will help us find. We are after Rohana's tomb and 3 of her items: the spear, the shield, and I think her armor.
Was it sandals?
Maybe her sandals as well. We're after a few items from Rohana's tomb. I'll tell them what they are. And we need these to defeat Scoria. We are going to be the 3 people to go and slay Scoria. Maybe we'll have a few more companions along with us along the way. But they would help us in our quest. And we will return them to the tomb after we defeat Scoria. We will bring them back and place them where they rightfully belong.
Ah.
I'll say, as you can see, we have many other items on us. I'll show them. and all of these will be returned as well. We are currently amassing for the great battle.
This is unexpected. Sort of. Please, one more moment. And the monk returns to the inside of the temple.
And the door never opens again.
When it opens up again, an old man exits. A very old man. Long white beard, kind of a wispy white mustache, wrinkles upon his face, tanned by being out in the fields. His hands are weathered by years of working in the fields. He steps out and says to you in a thicker accent, the brother, he has told me of your plans. Our order is twofold. Ostensibly, from outside, we record knowledge of history, make free to all who want, spread information. We have a royal charter, gather special plant from Wakasha Bluffs, make perfect ink, last long time. Real objective of order, protect Rohana's tomb from those that would seek it. All who seek it must come here to find it eventually. So, we look like we save knowledge, and really, we protect Rohana's tomb from people like you, but not necessarily from you. Many people come see Rohana's tomb. Many people die in process. They seek her belongings for their own glory, their own grandeur, their own misdeeds. But Rohana, she good girl. She protector of world, protector of people. I think if Rohana alive today, she won't kill Scoria too. You try kill dragon? Rohana wanna kill dragon. Maybe this work out okay.
We'll carry on her legacy with her items, and her spirit will be there.
But how we know once Scoria dead and ground, you still same good people. We all have saying. I think you have same saying. Power corrupt, yeah? And when someone gain lots of power, they no longer remember old obligations. They turn back on little people who help them. Shit on them from above. How we know when you say you stay good, you actually stay good.
Tyrael Truth Candle?
I mean, I don't think a truth candle can reveal our future intentions, no?
Man is wise.
Wait, well, wise isn't like that would work, or?
No, wise in
Was.
truth spoken now is not truth in 5 years.
No.
Yeah.
Is there any way that we could prove the nobility of ourselves once we have secured the safety of our kingdom?
A noble soul can be corrupted over time. It's very difficult problem to show future honesty with current self. Very difficult.
Take
Our
an
brother
oath?
here is the chosen of Valfara. Perhaps he could swear an oath to you.
Could swear an oath. We could all swear an oath.
Oath. Oath bend. Some people break oath. How about you give us secret knowledge of your people that you would never wish to escape, let alone to a Cuban. And
You
then
already
if
told
you...
our greatest secret.
No.
I'm trying to think, like, Anton will think, like, what would be our greatest secret, I guess.
What we have to
Can
do
you
is we have
tell
to give
us
them something that
that
ensures their
gives-
safety after we have left, like
Yeah.
something that they could use to damage us.
Yes.
That we're the
Yes.
three. I mean, who we are, I guess, that could damage us. I'll be thinking this, I guess. The queen's nephews are gonna be the ones who slay Scoria. We stole from. Who's that guy near Akuba that we stole from? He's like one of the princes of, I guess, our kingdom. We stole the fire magic resistance ring from him at the party, and then we blamed it on
Mystrians.
This could cause conflict within our ranks, like
Was that the
Untold.
Duke of Kershwick, was it?
Not Kershwick.
It was the town on the peninsula, right?
Cronwick.
Cronwick, yeah.
Do we bring the wish scroll with us?
That's up to you. I don't carry the wish.
I don't
think
carry
we
the
should-
scrolls.
Okay, then we wouldn't have brought it.
Nick?
I'm pretty sure
It's not on my character sheet.
we wouldn't have brought it.
This take much time. It's a difficult problem to overcome.
Hold, just
We
give
tell
us
him
give us
that,
a minute. We're thinking hard, Koibu. This is a hard one. Okay.
I mean,
It's of people, not just you, but all people, all Drekis. What information you give us that make Drekis weak and vulnerable? We promise keep secret unless you betray.
can I talk to my brothers for a moment?
Of course, take time, please. And he
I will step
backs
away a
off
little
unless
bit.
you guys back off, yeah.
We could tell them that the queen's son is illegitimate or something like that.
Is that true? Is that true?
No, it's not true, but
Well, we're not lying.
We're not lying.
Not. Yeah.
We're in this deep.
I don't see what else. I don't see what we could tell them that would threaten the entire kingdom. Other than a question of lineage.
Fuck.
Or...
Do you want to go
Well, I
on
was
a
gonna
quick break
say-
or whatever? I need to think about this.
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll be back.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tombs of Scoria. Okay, party members. You have a moment to talk amongst yourselves, and then you return to the monk.
Wait, hold on. We haven't returned yet. Chill.
Oh, sorry.
I was wondering, what do you guys say? Something ingenious.
I mean, as I've said before, that's like my line of thinking. We can go back and get the wish scroll, I guess.
I don't want to give them the wish roll. And then it's a question of how can we trust them?
Who have we stolen items from?
The
Prince of Cronwick is probably the biggest one.
Hold on.
You know, we could say that we drugged and stole from the Prince of Cronwick and blamed it on Mistrea.
I mean, that's a pretty big one, I guess.
And
What
the
else?
Queen
Who else
knew
have we
about it.
stolen from? What other royalty or like what else? We stolen that.
That's the richest person. There was the Baroness's daughter whose tomb we raided.
We raided.
Baroness,
Okay.
Daughter tomb.
Hold on.
But look, what if we point out that the Queen knows we did it and she helped cover it up, and this is like her nephew, right?
Hold
Or
on.
her-
I'm brain blasting right now. Okay. I need you to give me an account of our crimes. Okay. So we've raided the tomb of the Baroness's daughter. Yes.
We stole from
Yeah,
the Prince
from
of
the Baroness of
so-and-so.
Berkshire's daughter, I think it was.
We stole. Okay. Hold on. You just said like three things or all of you once. Okay. Prince of Cronwick, Baroness's daughter. What was the next thing?
We also did. We stole the Blue Dragon potion and left Roxas defenseless.
Yeah,
Potion
pretty
and
big one.
raided the tomb of who outside of Roxas?
Lad Orma.
Ladormore.
I don't know his name.
We stole all the candles and shit from
That guy's
the one
dead. Fuck him in a
magician.
mountain. We don't care about him.
I don't guess
Who
so,
else have we wronged or stolen from that was alive? Can you think of anything else?
I think that's it. We went to the Minotaur tomb. That's not a big deal.
Captain of the guard, or that one guard.
Yeah, the captain of the guard. But surely the prince in Cronwick is far outranking all of these, and the queen was involved and knows about it and helped cover it up.
Yeah. From the captain's guard.
Yeah, and anytime that we had a chance to steal something from one of these people, example, the Baroness's daughter, we also looked in the other tombs as well, like her father's and anybody we thought. So we went one step ahead of the mission, almost every time.
Okay. Here is the offer. Here is the offer that I'll make to the. Here's the offer that I'll make to the monk. I will tell the monk that if it is an acceptable trade to you, take me to an office or room, and with our seal and with our candle of truth, you're welcome to be in the room to test it as you wish. Under the influence of the candle of truth, I will write a letter detailing astounding crimes that me and my two brothers have committed under the guidance and approval of the Queen of Wicthron-Rentha, the Queen of Drekis. These crimes are, such should they ever get out, bad enough that it would turn many people in the kingdom against us and challenge the very legitimacy of our rule in a post-Scoria world. I will write this letter. I'm not going to tell you the crimes, but I will write the letter detailing the crimes under the influence of the candle of truth, and I will seal it. And should you feel as though we ever threaten you or your kind in the future, you have every right to release that letter, causing chaos in our kingdom and challenges to our rule.
We could even prove it. We could let you read the letter.
Dishonesty.
What?
Honesty through dishonesty.
Well, how is it dishonest? Oh, wait, how is it dishonest?
Through recitation of dishonest deeds.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, I guess, sure. That we're supported by the crown. Should we be in charge after Scoria, being descendants of or related to the bloodline of the queen, our rule would sufficiently be challenged. It's hard to believe that anybody in the kingdom would be happy with us on the throne, or anybody related to us with the crimes that have been committed.
This is good start. I like your approach. This help us ensure you do good deed, and if you do not, that you see some sort of consequence. But we want extra insurance. And he turns to Imric. Surely you know of famed Akuban wizard, Falstaff, yeah?
Indeed.
Yeah. Falstaff make method of track person. Anywhere on world, find them exactly where you want them. Falstaff also have method of bringing them to us. We want sample from each of you, blood and hair. That way, we find you wherever you are, no matter what. If push come to shove. Shove come to push. Rock and hard place.
What do you say, guys? That sounds reasonable, I suppose.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
receive
fair.
this back when we bring the items back, correct?
Duh.
Okay. Sure.
Can we seal the samples away behind our seal so we trust that you'll only access them in the event that we betray you? Rather than you keeping track on us from the moment we leave here.
We monks do not know how to use. All wizards in capital, Sandashar, know how to use. We give them in Sandashar this information. They know we work with you. Cause problem for us. This tool of last resort.
Okay.
And we have trust. We trust you, Rohana equipment, sacred. You trust us, your life and body.
I will pluck her hair then, and should we do this inside? I say as I.
Please, yes, come inside. We need take sample, prepare vial, yada yada.
Good job, Tyrell. You got us in.
None of you have extra bone you don't need, no?
No, I need all of my
I
bones.
need all my bones.
You sure? Little bone? End of finger? End of toe? End of tail? You don't need tailbone. We
Actually,
take...
Anton does have a small bone that he doesn't use very often.
Oh, that's very good.
Thank you.
Oh, you make funny joke about little pee-pee. See.
Yes, that's right, yes.
Right. That no good bone.
That's what she said.
Nah, she said it was good bone.
They will take you inside. They will ask you to write this letter in the aura of the truth candle, as you said you would, and seal it and hand it over to them. They won't know its contents unless the seal is broken. They will take vials of blood, samples of hair, and then they will exhume Mother Mortia's tomb, which is underneath a stained glass window featuring Rohana atop a pirate ship holding her spear aloft as it is being struck by lightning. Below this stained glass window, there's just like tile floors, and they start ripping up the tile floors here and bring out the corpse, the sarcophagus, in which there is a book. And the book is fragile, but you can turn the pages, and it will lead you to... actually, scratch this. They don't need to exhume her body. They know the location of the tomb. The top of their order keeps an eye on it from time to time.
Real quick, how much of the candle was consumed in writing this letter?
1 minute, right?
Okay, gotcha.
Based.
Base.
Yeah.
On what?
Speed writing the letter.
Okay, so they can just tell us where it is.
Yeah, they will tell you where it is. But they will also tell you that the only way you're ever going to have a chance of defeating Scoria is if you can navigate the dangers of Rohana's tomb. They will tell you that it is a dangerous thing to go into, and that those who have gone into it in the past have died, and that it is possible that you will face deadly traps and obstacles within. And if you can get in, get the things, and get out, you are welcome to them. But, you know, they're not going to try and navigate these problems by themselves to get the stuff.
Fair.
Okay, we'll go.
Okay.
Wow. Cool. So off you go. They will, let me get rid of this thing right here. They will lead you to the Wakasha Bluffs, which are sort of like, there's like a big cliff over the ocean. Well, a bit of a cliff over the ocean, and then this like bluffy hill zone that extends inland, which is broken apart by years of erosion, and so it's like a twisting, winding canyon system of dried rivers that flow as it rains. And they will lead you to a hole in the wall in one of these canyon sections. It's a passageway about 3 feet across, ish. Covered with moss, and you can hear the sound of the ocean from within. You can hear like water moving, and there's a little bit of spray coming out of it. This water, mostly salt water, that like coats the edge of this thing and trickles down, allows certain types of like algae to grow here. So this tunnel, which goes downward at an angle, is incredibly slick. There's no way that you'd ever be able to get a grip on it. And they tell you that this is the entrance to Rohana's tomb. It is deadly all the way through. You may not survive, in which case we have no use for your things. We tear up leather, we burn it, you go your own way.
Would you care to speak of the dangers inside, or?
No, I shake my head and cut him off. We'll brave these dangers on our own. If we're to defeat Scoria, we should be able to make it through this tomb unharmed.
Well, we will leave you here in peace, so you will not feel pressure of monks watching you. Understand?
None.
Good luck. And they exit.
I look between the two of them. Well, somehow this worked.
Maybe with a monk, honesty is the best policy.
I guess so.
I gave them your blood, Emmerich, and your hair.
What?
I didn't know that's possible. They probably cut your hand in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of spells to learn?
Oh, yeah. Can we rest here for the night before we go in?
Certainly.
We should do, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You can rest a night. You have spent 2 nights here, so the ship arrives in 5 days.
You all have healing potions, right?
Yeah,
Good.
Wait, how long have we been here?
2 days.
I think this is the
Shouldn't this
dawn
still
of
be
the
like
third day.
literally our first day? Wait,
This should be the first day.
Yeah, this should
Okay,
still...
yeah, the whole thing. Sorry, there was a moment where I thought you guys were asleep, but you didn't. You napped.
Correct.
So this is, you arrived in the early morning. You've slept here one day, so this is the second day that you're at the. Yeah, call.
Jesus. Holy shit, we're on, fuck, what am I thinking of? What's the name of the other campaign that I was in? Empires of Arcadia?
Catacombs? Oh.
Gnomes, Tomes, and Catacombs of Dice and Men.
No, I think it was Empires of Arcadia. Oh shit, I'm drawing paint all over this. Well, okay, you guys are figuring out your spells right now? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
And I'll get myself a pep talk because there's literally nothing else I can do, so.
Oh, I'm done. All right.
I'm ready.
All right, there is no light within this area. Only the light that comes from outside shines down in.
I'll pull out
Yeah.
a ever light candle or whatever.
I
Light
like,
that
I like
candle,
things, yeah.
The lightstone, yeah.
Okay. It'll shine down into the hole, illuminating, and you can see that the passage enters, and after maybe like 4 or 5 feet, takes like a twist to the side, so you can only really see this beginning entrance. But this 4 or 5 feet is quite steep and quite slick.
Neil, are we on? Did you say we're on the coast here or amongst the hills?
You're inland from the coast.
Can I
along-
find like a long stick? Doesn't need to be too straight or anything. Yeah, right. I start using it as a staff.
Base.
Excellent.
Poke everything, Nick.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the obstacle in front of us?
There isn't one.
Well, it's
Well,
a
except for
tube
the
that goes
algae,
down,
which is really
and
slippery.
it's wet and slippery. And if you were to slide into this tube, you would slide down it to who knows where. And it's like, there's a constant supply of wet water flowing in and out of here because you can hear the water inside, and there's the spray coming out, and there's algae all around it.
I'll use my spear as a walking stick.
I don't understand.
He's saying he wants to poke the floor in front of him, I think, to check for
Yeah.
No,
trouble.
I think he needs just to help not
Just to
slip.
help, like, not fall.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay, never mind.
Sure, the angle is too steep. Like, if you go in, it's like, yeah, this angle. There's not like a walk down it.
All right. Do we have any rope?
Well, we had a magical one that's some fuckboy piece of shit.
I'm sure. Do I have rope? No, I got
Wait,
rope.
remember
I
when we
have
had that big
magic
talk
rope.
about if we were missing anything?
Yeah.
Who cares, baby? Just don't fall.
Yeah, like can we go down it backwards, Neil, and sort of like half climb down it? Why not?
How does Ring of Reaction
Wait,
work
why
with, like,
can't I just climb it? Can't I just use my climb walls to climb it?
Possibly. It's incredibly slippery.
Good.
If you fail a climb check, then you're just going to lose everything and go all the way down.
How does Ring of Reaction work with
All
like
right, wait.
slippery
I'm
surfaces?
gonna take out a light stone and roll it down the hill.
Ah, cool. The lightstone rolls down, goes round the corner, and then disappears. Not like it slowly fades, but like it all of a sudden
Fell.
like cuts off.
Wait. When you say cuts off, can we hear it, but the light disappears, or?
No, you can hear it rolling. The light disappears. You can still hear it rolling, and then give me a detect noise, Mr. Rogue.
Yeah, I
Then
hear it.
you hear it kind of stop rolling, and after a second or two, then there's a very distant splash. And partway through that, the light disappears, rolling, light reappears at the edge of the light as it like fades away from you, and then the fall and the splash.
So it's reasonable to assume there's some magical darkness that it's like rolling through, or not necessarily?
If there was magical darkness, it wouldn't reappear on the other side.
Oh, okay, because it would be a total block.
Yeah, it would be a complete block.
Okay. Rolling. And then so right
It
now,
looks
what?
like we're gonna slip into a pit, though, right?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. So we just need to find some way of descending this hill without losing our grip and slipping all the way down.
How much could it really hurt?
I mean, I can try climb walls at a disadvantage,
Yeah.
or not disadvantage, but at a -10 or something.
Yeah, but if you fall, you might just be dead.
I'll revive you.
Well, we threw down a stone. All we hear is water. No one has any rope or anything here to help. None of you have any magical items. I have my boots of springing and striding, my gauntlets of dexterity.
I have my boots of speed.
Could you fly the hawk down there and see if it dies?
I guess I could fly the hawk down there, but I don't know what he'd tell me. I mean, I could speak with animals too. But what did you see? Drop? Is what he'd probably say.
Yeah, just the stone just dropped into something, and then it sounded like it dropped into water or something.
I guess I'll do that. Can I attach a light stone to him?
To the hawk?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have him grasp it in his claw.
Okay. How long does this shit last? Don't how did that happen? Okay. 2 rounds per level, so 10 minutes. That should be enough for him to go scout it out and tell me what's up. To speak with animals, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will have him grasp. Well, I'll speak with animals. Boom. Caston. Hey, I need you to go scout. Can you grasp this light stone and go inside and tell me what's in there? If there's a huge drop, what you see. He can't speak back.
Those are awes of yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
You couldn't tell.
Go! Quickly, come back quickly.
All right. The hawk grasps stone, begins to fly down, kind of swooping and gliding, takes that turn, and then immediately you hear like a weird screech, the sound of like wings and feathers hitting stone, the scraping of its claws, and then the hawk comes flying back out.
What happened?
You have speak with animals, right?
Yeah, I just cast it.
He tells you that he can't go any farther. There's something preventing him from going any farther.
Huh.
Like an illusionary wall or something, I guess.
Just believe it, forehead.
Yeah.
It's not an actual wall, is it? I'll ask him. Did you see anything?
No, I can see. I don't know why I sound like a parrot.
Is it a window?
No, not a window. Open air, can feel it blowing. Can't go closer.
But the rock went through.
Well, thank you, Adam. I'm
I
gonna
go
stay
up
out
to
here
the-
for the day while we go in there. We'll be back in a few days, okay?
Okay.
I'll go up to the edge of the hole now before it starts to angle downwards, and I just start running my hands around the edge of the opening. Is there any like handheld, like sort of little handhelds that might have been built into the wall, or maybe little rings where they might tie ropes to, or something like that to help them get down?
Yeah. Give me a perception check.
Oh.
See if you can find anything, because if it's here, it's going to be hidden, right? There's nothing obvious, but maybe
Wow.
Nice.
you feel all over this place, but there's no secret little handholds or rope ties anywhere. If you were going to lower a rope down here, you'd need to either like hammer a spike into the wall or have someone hold the rope on the other side.
I feel like we need a rope to get down here safely.
How
feel like
far
we
a
need to
walk
stop
is this?
being beta males.
How far away a walk is this from the monastery?
Hour and a half?
We could probably even run and catch up to them.
Do we want to walk? Or yeah, or do you want to run back there and see
You
if
guys
we can ask?
spent a night here already, so you can just
Yeah.
head back.
Sure, we have to head back and we'll get rope.
I think I'm okay with that.
Great. We don't have to roleplay it. You can head back. You say you need some rope.
Yeah.
The lead abbot who you spoke to earlier nods in agreement and understanding, and asks you how much rope you want.
200 feet.
Yeah.
They furnish you with 200 feet of rope.
Do they have any pittons?
Yes,
Yeah, can we get some of them as well?
sure. They will give you a nail. How many nails? Like, not like small nails that you might use in modern day, but like big old medieval nails.
Like 6.
Sure. They'll give you 6 nails and a hammer.
Can you guys carry this?
I can.
Okay, cool.
How much is 200 feet of rope? How much does it weigh?
8 times 4 is 32 pounds.
We'll be leaving most of it behind, I guess, anyway, as we descend.
Oh, I can carry all of it because I have my the big bag of holding now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Of course.
Read this, Tyrael. I'm gonna probably cast this on you when you try to go and do the thing. If you have a saving throw, it'll allow you to roll twice. Gives you advantage, pretty much.
In the round immediately following the casting of the spell, the affected creature is allowed 2 rolls for a normal attack roll, initiative roll, or saving throw. The affected creature can then choose the roll it prefers. For example, priest, choose for your trying to warn.
So if you have to roll a saving throw because you're falling or some shit, because you're
Mhm.
gonna be the first one, this will give you advantage.
Is that how that works?
That's what it seems like.
Koibu? I'm asking the one who's gonna fuck us on the roll. If we get fucked. Not that he fucks us, of course, but
Roll 2 for any normal. Yep, that seems like it'll give you advantage on the following round of whatever.
If anything
you
happens.
make. Yeah.
Cool.
okay.
Well,
Then
we'll
head
get back here and we'll lay the rope and we'll let Tyrael go in.
Okay.
Tie the rope up, nail it in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pound a pitton into the wall, tie the rope to it, and
Do we get spells again?
it's the same day as last night. You can wait another day. This is day 2, so if you want to wait another day, you can.
Let's
But-
not. We'll be all right.
It's fine. We don't have to.
Yeah.
Great. You toss in the rope, and Tyrael, you're going to descend the passageway.
Yeah.
Yep. Before you do,
darkness?
I cast Choose Future on you. Do you want to go in darkness, or do you want to use the stone that I had?
I mean, I can tie a stone to my belt. There's no reason not to, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then
So
climb walls?
climbing a slippery surface is minus 40%, but having the rope gives you plus 55. So you're at a total of 15% higher than you were naturally.
Okay. Do I still need
So
to...
don't-
I think I need to roll like a
don't roll a
95 or
one.
lower or something, or don't
Yeah.
roll a 1, or...
Just don't roll a 95 or above.
Okay.
There you go.
I
Okay.
cast Choose Future on you as you do it.
As I'm doing this, can I use a detect noise check? Sorry, so I can listen for like weird shit going on in here.
Absolutely. You'll have to pause partway through your descent.
Yeah, that's fine.
And you, in eternal darkness, can make your detect noise, which passes. You can hear the rising and falling of water. There's something here in which water is coming up and down, and then there's just a lot of dripping. It sounds like a very, very wet cave. And you get like a pushing of air out and a little bit of sucking air back in, but mostly air is being expelled. There's got to be, multiple entrances of air to this area if it's pushing more than it's pulling
Gotcha.
with the rising and falling of the water.
Okay. What are pittons? Is that used to like attach a rope to a wall or something?
That's what you would hammer in if you're rock climbing.
Gotcha. Okay. I guess can I like make my way down, continue until I feel like I hit. Where is this wall thing?
Well, you come down, you change your angle. There's light coming in from above you. Below you, it's darkness. And as the cavern changes its angles, it begins to get steeper until you're almost sheerly vertical. And then the ground drops out below you. You're still holding on by your rope, but it becomes just a free fall where the cave must like curve back in. But you've entered some sort of larger chamber here.
And when I'm in here, can I see anything?
Yeah, your eyes will adjust to the room that you see before you. You're coming in through this hole in the wall here, and below you is just a pit that drops like 20 or 30 feet. to waters below that rise and fall, probably with every single wave that crashes, because this is clearly connected to the ocean. This pit is armed with a great multitude of spikes. Had you slipped in through this chamber, you would have plunged into a rising and falling pit of water with endless spikes thrust down at you, each of them covered with moss and algae. That probably would be a near inescapable situation for most creatures. In a pit like this, with the water moving up and down and all the spikes, there's no way someone could cast a spell.
Okay.
And the rope just sort of dangles out of the hole and down into the pit.
Is there anywhere, like, are there, oh, you can't see my mouse. Oh, do I see like any rocks or anything over here that I might be able to like attach a rope to or something?
It's nice and smooth, as
Oh.
if someone has come by to remove such things.
Okay. How far away is the gap between here and here?
This is about 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
But this to here, maybe 5 feet.
Can I grab, is there like a loose rock or anything in this cave thing that I'm at?
No. Smooth with the wear of the water and the wind.
Let me check my bag for a moment. I have 64 silver. I'm gonna remove 1 silver from my coin purse. And can I toss it onto the ground over here? Do I hear anything?
Yeah, you'll hear the silver clatter on the ground. Your eyes have probably adjusted somewhat to the super dim light here, but you can't see very much at all.
He's got a light stone on his belt.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, the lightstone went out partway through the tunnel. I'm just trying to...
It hasn't come back on.
As you were coming down the tunnel, there's an area where you go through where the light just turns out on its own. And then once you get past a certain zone, maybe like a 12-foot passage of that tunnel, the lightstone turns back on.
Okay, so I think I'm like hanging like right here. I'm like sitting like right here, right?
Yeah, you're dangling one hand on the rope, fishing around for a piece of copper and chucking it.
Yeah.
Silver. Yeah.
So when the silver lands here, does anything bad happen?
Nope, it just lands and rolls across the ground.
Okay, gotcha. Could I put my feet on this wall and like jump off and land over here?
It's a 20-foot gap. That's going to be way too big
Nah,
to clear.
super easy. I've
Wait,
got
but
my
they said it
cloak
was
of...
closer over here, right?
It doesn't
like 5
matter.
feet.
I have my cloak of the cheetah and I have my boots of springing and striding. I should be able to clear that gap.
With the two of them, you should probably be able to give yourself a huge leap that
Yep.
will cover this pit. No problem.
With the boots of springing and striding, I should be
And-
able to forward leap up to 30 feet, just with those
Yeah.
boots alone. So,
So you use those boots, you spring 30 feet, and land safely over here. Rope still in tow?
yeah.
All right, so you let the rope slide in your hand as you leap across the area. It pulls out of the water somewhat. You land on the ground holding the rope.
Gotcha. Holding the rope here, is it possible that I could start using the pittons, I guess, to nail the rope into the ground?
Yeah, you can nail into the ground here, or anywhere on any of the walls, wherever you want.
Actually, I'll walk it over, I guess, and nail it into a wall over there so that you could, like, do this on the rope and then put yourself over it, yeah.
Perfect. You pin the rope to the wall, and
Once that's done, I'll grab the rope a little bit to test it, and then I'll shout for them to climb down. That it should be safe.
Okay, I'll climb first.
Good luck, Anton. Keep your grip strong.
Yeah. What do you want, Koibu? I'm gonna use Call Upon Faith too, just in case.
So an unskilled climber has a base 40% chance of climbing something. Then you get minus 40 for the icy or slippery conditions and plus 55 for the rope and wall. So that brings you to a 55% chance, which is not great, especially when you consider if you fall, you're going to plunge into water with all your armor and drown.
I also get a plus 15%. Because I'm using Call Upon Faith on myself.
Wait, he has a
Okay,
55% chance to just climb the rope?
Because Neil, I would argue that the the slippiness of the wall wouldn't necessarily affect us, at least not for the hardest part, which is climbing over the pit.
The slipperiness of the you are climbing down and not up, right? If you were
Yeah.
climbing up, you might not be able to get your feet to grip on it. If you're coming down, the slipperiness might be somewhat problematic. Like you could brace yourself against it, your feet could slip, your hands could hit the wall.
Well, not
and,
even like
release the rope. and
I
tumble.
mean, I would argue that
Cut
if
the slipperiness in half for going down.
if
That
we're
seems fair.
like brave adventurers and shit, we should be able to climb a rope unassisted. Like if there's just a rope dangling, we should be able to climb up and down that rope unassisted. Yeah. So these should, like
Yes, if
yeah.
it's a rope and a wall with no other conditions, then your chance is 95%. But when the wall becomes slick so that you can't brace your feet against it reliably,
Oh, no,
then
I'm
your
saying
chance goes down.
even without a wall, if there was just a rope hanging, I think we should be able to just climb the rope without even using a wall, right? Like normal humans can do that, and we're like epic adventurers. I feel like we should be able to just climb a rope. Like that should be like a thing we can do.
Yeah, that's a pretty good point. Rope and wall applies in most climbing situations, with characters being able to brace their feet against the surface being climbed using the rope assistant task. -5 encumbrance. Rope. Well, that's a good point. Why do we have a bonus for rope and wall, and why is it not an autos?
I mean, the issue might be that I have a fuckload of armor on me, right?
Yeah, you're not
Like,
unencumbered.
It's not just a, yeah. I'm willing to do it at half. I think that's pretty fair.
Sure.
Well, what is our
so
fail here? Is it you dying?
25. 35, you said you have another 15 from your Call Upon
Call
Faith.
upon faith, yeah.
30, 50, 90. That brings you to. I should just calculator. Yeah, you have a 90% chance.
Sounds good to me.
Whoops.
Wait, I
Without the
fucked that
flash
up?
at the end,
Yep.
please. Thank you.
I want low, right?
You want low.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem. You scamper down and make your way out and across the rope and over here.
Good luck, brother.
So now I've only got a 75% chance. Is that what?
Yep.
Just roll low. It's so
Just
easy.
roll low.
These D100s always work out well for me.
Oh, you do tend to roll high on them.
Hold on. I am going to ready. Okay, well, I don't know how this is gonna fucking work, so we'll just try it out.
Remember,
I guess.
readying a spell, unless it's different
know.
than 5e, uses the spell.
Correct. That's fine.
Did you say you want to get a spell ready for something?
Well, I want to think for a second. I've held a lot of people in held person. What happens if someone's falling? Can you hold person someone in the air?
No,
Are
they
they gonna
just fall.
stop?
No. You like freeze their muscles. You don't
Got it.
freeze them in
In
space time.
space. Okay, never mind. Fuck.
Anton, did you make it?
Yep, easily.
Okay. Here I come.
It's really easy to do.
Perfect. Great. Just marvelous.
Below 75 or lower.
Easy.
All right. The three of you have entered the tomb of Rohana. The water level rising and falling in the pit. You can hear it sloshing around. Any magical effects that you had entering through this tube disable for a period of about 12 feet or so,
Great.
24 feet or so. And now you find yourself in this underground passageway with a small tunnel leading from this large cavern to the next room.
Let's fucking go.
Wait.
No.
Let's roll a... Wow, Neil, where have you got all these pictures from? These are awesome.
Matthew Berger art.
Damn.
As you pass through the tunnels, you come across a bridge over a similar sort of pit, but it's more of a trough now, with lots of spikes facing in and across. And the only way from one side to the other is this sort of rounded, slippery, mossy, wet bridge. This will be, if you want to walk across it, a dex check at -5 to walk across without falling.
Does the
I have
I'm
a
guessing the
spell if
spears
you
and
go
all the
across.
walls and everything, and the water's moving and everything.
The water rises and falls with the waves crashing against it. And the ground, even on other side of the bridge, is sort of wet and mossy. So if you were to be like holding a rope for someone, you might still slip in if it was tugged or pulled.
I have a spell that could get us across, but I'd need to rest.
I can nap you.
Seems like a bit of a waste to use it so early, but it basically allows us to climb like spiders. I think we could get across the bridge quite easily.
Can't we just send Tyrell across and he can ferry a rope across as well? Do the same thing as before?
Our rope's back there.
Sure, we
Wait,
can cut off.
we have like 200 feet of rope. Did we
Yeah.
use to alternate feet climbing down? How much did we use?
No, about 110 feet to get down here.
Okay.
Um,
How far is the bridge?
The bridge is about 60 feet across.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah, we could scoot
it's
across
closer
on
to
our,
40.
could scoot across on our ass and like use the rope to pull across.
All right, Tyrell, go. Give you a pat.
I'm just walking across holding a rope basically.
That's a dex check at -5. Failure means you plunge into the water, and we should talk about what sort of things you're carrying before you go.
Let's just nap and use the spell. No?
Wait, can't he just go across? If he plunges into the water, we can pull him up.
No, I don't
No.
believe that's the case.
Why?
You might be able to
You
pull
just
him up,
pull me up
or if
into
you're
the
holding
spears,
the
right?
rope, you might get pulled and slipped into the water as well because the ground you're on is unstable. And if you hold the rope, he'll swing, and he might just swing into a spear.
Okay, let's secure the rope on this side. He can take all of his armor off and then scoot across. And then if he falls, we can pull him up because he'll be secured. He might hit a spear, but it's not going to kill him. I can also heal him at worst case scenario. I just don't want to use that spider spell yet.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be more useful for later.
Is there any way we can brace ourselves so that when we hold the rope, we won't get pulled off with him? Is there any little rocky
If you
outcropping?
walk far enough away from the bridge, then the ground gets a little bit more stable when you're further away from the water. And you'd have to be about 20 feet away from the bridge to have good footing.
How
You
far
said
across
that-
is the bridge?
40 feet.
The bridge is only 40 feet. No, I mean like from end to end, it's fully 40 feet.
40 feet from end to end.
You going to jump it?
The entrance that we walked into, how wide is the entrance?
In the very first room?
Yeah, no, yeah, from the room that we walked into to get to this bridge.
That's a passageway maybe 4 feet wide.
What is the longest weapon we have? The axe.
My spear.
The spear. You have a spear.
Yeah.
How long across is it? Wider than 4 feet? Like should be like 6
yeah,
feet or
spear's
something
about-
at least,
yeah.
right?
5.5, 6 feet
Okay,
tall.
can we take the spear, put it at the entrance to that, and push it against the door, tie a rope around the middle of the spear, and then I'll tie a rope around my waist?
Sure.
Wait, is
Yeah.
the spear shaft strong enough to support your weight?
Is
if
it
you
magical?
fall?
If it's magical, then
It's magical.
then it
So
shouldn't
you want to
snap.
be like, on the far right is the entrance room with the pit and everything. And over here is the bridge room.
Mhm.
So you want to like put a spear across this side and do a rope like this?
Basically, yeah.
Okay. So if you have a longer rope, that would work, because the bridge is about 40 feet, this is about 20 feet, and then this passageway is like 60 feet. So you would need 120 feet of rope to stretch all the way to
Look,
the
right, if we're
bridge.
standing like here and the ground is more stable there, both Anton and I hold the rope. We feed it slowly to Turiel as he walks across the bridge. And we hope that if he falls, the ground here is stable enough, and there's two of us that we can brace him and stop him falling into the water.
Love it.
Right? That
Sure.
seems.
Well, and
I
more
think
importantly,
that sounds more likely than the shaft of the spear holding.
oh. Okay, we could try that.
Okay. So you have 20 and 40. You have at least 60 feet of rope. I think you have 80
I have
left.
90 feet left.
90 left?
You told me we
Perfect.
used about 110 coming down. We had 200,
Yeah.
so I've got 90 left.
Perfect. All right, Tyrael. Dex check at -5. And what gear are you wearing before you do this? How much-
I'll take off everything except for my gloves of... my gauntlets of dexterity.
Okay.
My cloak of the cheetah, my boots of springing and striding.
Go for it.
So I'm just making a dex check.
And we'll subtract 5 from it, and you want a 21 or higher.
21 or higher?
Yep. You make your way across the very, very slippy bridge. You're on the other side.
Okay. On the other side, can I use the pittance to hammer the rope into like the wall basically, so that they can like kind of hold the rope and like pull their way across, or no?
Yeah, you can hammer into the wall over there. The wall is about 20 feet from the bridge, so you've got 90 feet of rope in an 80-foot wide room. Middle span is 40 feet.
Do you want-
We're going to have to secure it on this side as well. Tyrael, can you throw the hammer and the pittance back over?
Sure, I'll throw them back over, I guess.
Yeah, you can chuck them over.
Okay, I want to try and reserve as much of the rope as we can, so I'll secure it, but, you know, as
You're
close
going to
as
be pretty much
possible.
using all of the rope here.
Yeah, I
'Cause
think.
a 10-foot section of rope isn't particularly useful, and you'll need some of it to tie to the pittance. So you tie the rope across like a guide.
Yeah.
Excellent. You guys make your same dex checks, but if you fail, then you'll have the rope to hold on to, and we'll do subsequent checks to see what happens. Anton takes a step on the bridge and immediately goes falling off the side, clinging to the rope for desperation. Now, that shouldn't be a difficult thing to hold on to the rope. But it is a lot of weight all of a sudden, and the rope is going to bend a little bit and come to the end, so give me a strength check to maintain your grip. It sounds like Anton slips and plunges into the water, the rope slipping out of his hands.
What?
And Anton is submerged.
I have a ring of reaction on, so it shouldn't be the worst thing in the world to be in water.
Nope, but you plunge down the trough, weighed down by your plate mail, falling deep into the water. You got a good breath of air before you fell, but your brothers on the surface just see you sink like a rock into the dark waters below.
I'm going to try and grasp onto one of the spears that are sticking out of the fucking wall. I'm going to immediately try to run towards those, and...
They do not extend that deep into the water. Down at the base where you are, there are no spears.
It looks like there's some sticking out over
There
here.
are, yeah, but the water is very deep here. And the spears, they come out and out and out, and they will even plunge into the water because the water level will rise and fall with the tides. But they don't go as far down as you are.
Can I interject just for a
I
second?
cast Etherealness on myself.
You can't. You're underwater.
Can't I? Oh, I can't even come up? I can't even swim up with
You're
the
in
Ring of
plate
Reaction?
mail.
I thought the Ring of Reaction takes all weight away. No?
No, it does not take all weight away.
Well. I will
Two
take, I will go where
brothers.
the water takes me.
Two brothers.
Wait. How strong is the tide?
I don't know how to answer that question.
He's looking for Newton's.
Let's
pounds per
say I
square
want
inch.
to dive in after him. Do I feel like it's going to be quite easy for me to get, like...
Oh yeah, you could probably swim around in this, no problem. It's just like it's rising and falling, but there's not like a back or forth to it, just an up and down with the waves.
Tyrael, I'm going after him. I go to the edge of the water and dive, clearing the spears.
All right, Tyrael, one brother.
Why are you asking
In
me?
the
I'm a fucking
cave.
rogue. I can't do anything. I have no spells. I've got nothing magical or cool about me. I just sit here and fucking pick locks.
And complain about it.
I'm not complaining about it. I'm just watching my two magical brothers see what crazy hijinks they're up to. See what crazy plans that they've got to get out of these watery traps. I'm sure they've got something planned, though. There's no way they would just both jump in.
I start
Right,
swimming
Rick.
down.
Yeah, you have.
I mean, I've
some
got a
sort
ring
of
of
light with
reaction
you?
as well.
Do you have some sort of light with you?
I've got a light stone, yeah.
Okay.
have a
Then
light
you
stone
can
as well.
see. All right, so then you can both see each other. Anton is at the bottom of this pit. It's about 40 feet deep, below the water, and he's in plate mail, and he's got a ring of free action, Anton, so he can walk around on the bottom, no problem.
Okay, how far down do the spears go?
They maybe go 10 feet into the water, so 30 feet up before you get to a spear.
Okay, so I want to hang on to the end of the last spear. I'm taking a deep breath here. I hold my axe down towards Anton and hope that he can like jump towards it and grab it. So I'm hanging on with one arm. I'm going down.
Is your height
Yeah,
how tall
so
are you?
about 6 foot, I think.
6 something? Okay, and then let's say you can get another 3 feet of extension with your axe, which I think is a little generous, but that's fine. So let's say 10 feet from the surface, plus another 10 feet from the spear. You're still 20 feet short of the bottom, and Anton can maybe total jump up 10 feet, so you're about 10 feet short
Even
of
with my
Anton.
boots of speed?
Boots of speed. Do they give you jumping abilities?
I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I think so. I think those are the boots of striding and springing that give you the jump.
How far is it from the bridge to the water?
It's about a 20-foot drop.
And then how far is it from the water surface to the bottom?
About 40 feet. Not that you would know that.
Oh.
Oh, I guess there's light down there from your boys. Yeah, you could probably see the bottom.
How much rope did we use getting from one end of the bridge to the other?
All of it.
There was like 10 feet left though, spare.
But it's like 90 feet of rope, right?
Yeah.
That's not enough. Can I attach rope to the middle of this bridge, or did we say it was like too mossy or messed up, or?
It's super slippery.
Uh-huh.
There's nowhere to tie it to. Maybe you can come up with a solution that I don't see.
If you untied the rope on your side and threw it into the water, it'd be like the bridge is 40 feet. So if it instead started hanging down from this side, it would go almost down to the bottom, right?
Do you guys have water breathing amulets down there right now?
No.
They're useless. No one wants a water breathing
Gotta be
amulet.
quick.
Piece of shit items.
Okay, I swim back up to the top.
Grab a breath of air. Okay. It's
Serial,
been a
untie the
minute.
rope.
Mr. Moon,
Sure. I mean,
what is your con score?
It's, I think, 12?
Okay.
I'll have to look. It's a
Well,
good
that's
con.
important because that lets us know how
It's
long you can
11.
hold your breath. 11.
Yeah.
So it's 1/3 your con rounded down in number of minutes. So you can hold your
Oh.
breath for 3 minutes. If you
So much
perform
time.
strenuous activity, that is cut in half. So if you try and like walk around or swim or do anything, then you only have a minute and a half.
Guess
After
I'm gonna
that,
sit here for
there
a
are
minute.
a series of checks that you make before you just die from drowning.
Cool.
Serial, untie the rope. Throw it to me.
Yeah, I would untie the rope on my end, so I'd rip it out of the wall, and then I would throw it down. So where is it attached to now? On the other end?
Yeah, on the other end.
Yep, it's attached on the entrance side.
All right, I grab it and start going back down the wall, swim back down to, and I get in the same spot. I hold on to the spear and I hopefully use the rope to reach Anton. And if not, he can walk closer to me, so the rope is more vertical. Right.
Yeah, the rope will just kind of float in the water because it's not like, it's rope, right? It floats.
All right, I swim it down to him then.
Okay. You can swim the rope down to Anton, who can grasp it.
And then I swim back up. And I start... Well, I want to try and help pull him up, but I don't think I can from my position, so hopefully... Maybe Tyrael is trying to do that.
What am I trying to do? I threw.
Help pull the rope to get him up.
I have a ring of reaction. I should be able to at least get out of the water easily. Correct, Neil?
I think you can rope and wall your way up, which is like a 95% chance
Yeah, I'll do that.
to scale.
How could I possibly fuck up this roll?
What are you walking up into the spears?
Well, yeah, but they don't.
Well, I
they
mean,
don't-
yeah, they're not gonna hit me.
Yeah, but you're going slowly, so you can avoid.
I'm
most
just
of
trying to
the
be able to
work.
breathe.
All right. So Nick swims to the surface unencumbered. Anton, with the help of the rope, can pull his way to the surface, breach on his second round, get a good breath of air at the very minimum, so he doesn't, die if he falls in again. And now the two of you are at the surface of the water, 20 feet
Okay.
down the pit.
The rope is still connected on this side, so I then start to climb the rope.
Yeah, good, no problem. Give me another D100 there, Nick.
What do I need again?
Just 95 or lower.
Easy.
Perfect. Excellent. You get out, and Anton already made his check, and he gets out. The party is safe. Up
All
on
right,
the top
pull
again.
the rope back up, and I throw it back over to Tyrael on the other side.
Okay. Well, it sounds like this will just be a repeated series of checks. Anton, would you give me a saving throw versus death? Not that you're about to die or anything. It's just a convenient and
Yeah.
easy saving throw to make.
PPD?
All right. Cool. No worries. Who goes next? Who tries again?
Waiting
Cross
for
the
those two to
bridge.
try to cross. Or cross, right?
I mean,
Anton?
we're just gonna do the same thing, right? Worst case scenario, I gotta get the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Hey, well, what do you need, Dex?
Dex check at -5. And you slip. Strength check.
He's gonna make this one. Don't worry. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
So you fall off the bridge, holding onto the rope now. The rope bows in the middle and comes down to about the height of the bridge, so your face is against it. And
Can I just shimmy across?
Yeah, give me a second strength check to overhand shimmy your way across.
You're asking for a lot of good rolls here.
It's a difficult situation to be in.
Okay.
And you can overhand shimmy your way across. You'll find that there's like a tiny little ledge at the base of this side of the bridge that as you shimmy your way across, there's like a little toehold for you, and you can then easily pull yourself up on the other side.
It's easy, Emmerich.
Perfect.
Emmerich.
Neil, can I, rather than trying to walk across it, can I try and just, like, on my arse or on my chest, like, shimmy across the... I mean, I feel like mechanically that would make it easier to do.
You wouldn't be able to hold onto the rope if you're on your belly. If you want to sit and scooch,
Yeah.
Dog style.
is that actually easier?
I mean, it's
I don't
harder
know.
to split, isn't it?
You have your legs around it, I'd assume, and that's how you're scooching. Rather than just scooching your butt, you're like
Yeah, but-
moving your leg, your whole body.
I don't.
Well, it depends how wide the bridge is, but yeah. It's gotta be easier.
All right, give me a dex check at -4.
I can see you smiling. You're so... Whatever.
You love to hate me though, Nick. I do
That's
these
bullshit.
things just to give you
-4. That's just an insult at this point.
High ground.
Well, have a character with higher dex.
Dex is my second highest start. Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
What did you roll?
Easy.
There you go.
Nice.
No problem. No problem. Okay. You guys make it across this section. Still in the tomb, but now out of rope. You've used 3 pittons, so you've got 3 left. The next passage you enter into seems to be closer to water level. You kind of descend a bit of a staircase and enter into a chamber that is up to your hips in water. I think you get the impression that at high tide, this passage would be completely blocked, and at low tide, it's probably near to empty, or maybe you're at low tide now. But since the tides are favorable, you can go through this passage until it sinks below the water. However, at the moment where the passageway goes even further down underwater, there is like a little alcove to your side that has a tunnel going straight up with little handholds and footholds carved on one face of it. So there's like a ladder built into the wall that
Jesus.
goes up. However,
Is it filled
this
with
one
moss
is not.
and vines?
It is not filled with moss. Well, there's a little bit, but it's not so much that anyone would need a check to climb this.
Oh, fantastic.
I will go first, I guess.
Well, wait. I'll go. I need to check for traps.
Yes.
I'll try to. I believe that the way that my check traps works is that as a thief, if I check traps and fail, I don't activate it. Correct?
Depends on the trap.
Let me check. I thought that was explicitly stated, but I could be wrong.
Probably depends what you roll as well. Like if it's a...
Find, remove traps. The thief is trained to find small traps and alarms. These include poison needles, spring blades, deadly gas, and warning bells. The skill is not effective for finding dead false ceilings, crushing walls, or other large mechanical traps. To find the trap, the thief must be able to touch and inspect the trapped object. Normally, the DM rolls the dice to determine whether the thief finds a trap. If the DM says you didn't find any traps, it's up to the player to decide whether that means there are no traps or there are traps, but the thief didn't see them. Let's see. Once a trap is found, the thief can try to remove it or disarm it. This requires 1d10 rounds. The dice roll indicates success, the trap is disarmed. If the dice roll indicates failure, the trap is beyond the thief's current skill.
I think it's only like a 95 or higher that sets it off.
Yeah, correct. If the dice roll is 96 to 100, the thief accidentally triggers the trap and suffers the consequences.
So you have a 95% chance to not trigger it at least.
Correct.
I'd like to argue for lockpicking that Steven should be able to go out in real life and learn to lockpick and get bonuses. Because
What?
I think lockpicking is a lot easier in real life than it is in the game.
Wait, what?
Maybe?
I think that's just true. It's really hard to lockpick shit in this game.
Yeah, I think, but we have a more... We could go down a
Standardized.
deep rabbit hole in this one. Yeah, like your house locks are all pretty standard and all pretty cheap and dirty. We've come like pretty far with lock making technology and also lock picking technology. So I don't know, but if you want to learn to pick locks, I would give your character in-game bonuses for that shit. That sounds
There you go,
amazing.
Steven.
Wait, what? Really? Like how
Yeah,
much?
if you, I don't know, You want to get yourself a lock-picking kit and learn to pick a couple of locks? I'd be happy to grant your character, like, flat bonuses.
Told you.
I'm actually really smart in real life, so you can Imric get a +1 int.
No. No. There you go, Steven. Catch you some bonuses.
Okay.
So the passageway is about 80 feet up or so. And I should mention, it's probably not that big of a deal. But at the very base of this ladder, on the ground of the alcove, there's like a 3.5 foot spike made of metal jutting out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you know, if you were to fall down this alcove, this tunnel, you would probably land on the spike. Maybe, depending on positioning.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I'm gonna do my detect traps check. Although I guess it's kind of weird because I know what I need to roll, but
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to make it in secret, right? What is your chance?
detect traps. Find remove traps is 35 or lower. You make it in secret. Well, how does that work? Oh no, never mind. You roll it and then you're just gonna tell me if I find anything or not.
Yeah, you don't find any traps.
There's no traps.
It's perfectly safe. Great.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to climb up, and the idea is that if I fall, there's gonna be a spike I fall on, basically. Like next to us.
Possibly, yeah. You've got tumbling, so you could probably tumble your way to like not land on the spike.
Potentially. Okay. I see no choice but to climb. Yeah. Can I use my climb walls ability for extra stability or something while climbing up this thing?
You can, but there's a ladder, so you don't need it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I?
And the others, are you just going up by yourself all the way to the top and then shouting down,
Yeah, I suppose so.
or
yeah.
is like everyone coming in tow behind
No,
you?
I
don't
think
think
we
we're all
wait for him to
coming
let
in.
us know it's
Yeah.
safe when he gets to the top.
All right, Tyrael.
Yeah,
You reach the top. You can poke your head up into a room that has like a little tube at the top with a shaft of light coming down on it. That light strikes on a sarcophagus in a room maybe 20 feet across. On the far end of the sarcophagus stands a 9.5 foot tall stone statue. On the left side of the room is a small little altar carved into the wall with some old bowls that have been there for probably hundreds of years. At this moment, it's just your head poking out over and looking into this fairly plain and ordinary room. Some sort of algae grows on the tomb itself. Water hangs in the air. The light is warm and welcoming.
Can we come up, Tyrael?
Yeah, it seems to be safe.
I'll climb up.
Tyrael, you enter the room?
Yeah. Or like
As
I
you-
climb like the ladder. I'm not like gonna walk like in and just stand next to the tomb like a dumb fuck, but I'll like
No, yeah.
yeah, I'm just climbing the ladder and then once I'll like kind of like stand at the very top of the ladder and then I'll call my people up. Sorry, yeah.
Yep. So you pull yourself into the room as the others begin the ascent, which
Yeah.
is when the lips on the statue begin to move.
Can I
And it says, yes?
Just let him go.
No, honestly, hold on, because I'm now I'm metagaming. I don't want to hear you, but what I would do is I would plug both my ears, so that I wouldn't be able to hear.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. The lips on the statue move. You quickly plug your ears. A moment passes. The
Can
lips
we
stop
hear down
moving.
there at all, or no?
No, you're still climbing. I think the noise of all your armor and everything clanging as you climb would make it so you couldn't hear this voice. It's not particularly loud or booming. And then the statue steps off of its small little pedestal and starts walking towards you, Tyrael.
Okay. Does it look kind of mad? It's a
It
statue.
doesn't have any emotions on its face. It's a statue.
Okay. How is it walking very slowly? Does it look like my friends are gonna get here before it reaches me?
Oh, it's gonna get here way before your friends do.
Okay. I uncover my ears
Roll
and
initiative, please. You're pretty close to the statue. You're assessing the situation. You look down. You look at the statue. It's gonna be an initiative roll to see who can get where first.
Can you draw me a battle map?
It's a small room, 20 feet across, 25 feet across,
The
thing
picture's
in the
pretty
middle.
good, I think.
Yeah, it's a good enough battle map.
Okay. In that case, I will draw. I'm going to drop my backpack to the ground next to me. I'm going to draw my sword. And I will... my tumbling gives me +4. Parry...
5.
Tumbling gives me +5
Maybe it's 4.
if I win
I
initiative.
think it's 4. I think it's 4.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay, it's 4 because parry gives me 2, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Okay,
Maybe 3 at this point. It's dependent on fighter level, but tumbling is still better.
Well, parrying, I don't have to roll into it, right? I can just automatically be doing it.
True.
Okay, I would like to draw my sword and parry. My goal is going to be to step to the side so that I'm not drawing him towards the ladder so that I have created enough space for my allies to climb.
Excellent.
Does
I'm gonna
the
just double check the exact parry benefit right now.
Okay, I believe it was
does the
+2
manipulate
at the beginning of the round. So good.
does the manipulate stone spell work on magical stone and stuff? Nick, do you know?
I don't know for certain. I think it might do though. Yeah, if it doesn't
I'm just
say
curious
it
because
doesn't.
that seems like the best spell in the game. There's been so many things that we could have like manipulated stone to get in.
So warriors get half their level +1, and non-warriors get half their level to AC. So what's your thief level?
Warriors or thieves?
He is a fighter.
Yeah. So we're gonna see we'll compare his fighter and
Fighter
thief
5,
levels.
thief 6.
Okay, so it's gonna be a +3 bonus either way.
If I parry?
If you parry, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Wait, sorry, how? Half his fighter levels 1.
Half
right?
fighter level
What?
+1 or half non-fighter level.
So half of
fighter
5
level
is
+1.
2. My
Two
fighter
plus
level is
one is
5.
3,
Yeah.
or
And half 6
divided
is
by
3.
is 2.
Dumb. Got it.
Oh, wait, people are saying I'm thief level 7. Did I get up to 7? I might be 7, sorry. I
Yeah,
didn't
well,
know
you
that.
did level up last time. I would have thought you might be higher than 6.
But it'd still be 3.5, so I don't know if it rounds up or down.
yeah, oh,
Yeah,
round down.
we round down on this stuff.
Huh, okay. Well, that's fine. I still get +3 to AC on parrying. So, yeah, I can
Yep.
step to the side and parry. Yep.
You step to the side and parry. So no initiative roll. All you're doing is defending. And the stone golem walks towards you
That's fine.
and
It's actually not.
raises its great fist
To greet you.
and attempts to fist
Dab.
you
Oh.
with 22 to hit.
Nope.
Wild miss. He punches the wall in anger.
Mhm.
I'll start climbing quicker as I hear this.
The party is ascending. Can you climb an 80-foot ladder in a single round? That seems pretty plausible.
Yeah, in a minute.
1 minute, 80 feet.
Yeah.
If you can walk 360 feet, you could probably climb at... Oh, but you're also sort of... No, you can't walk at that rate because you guys are encumbered. What's your movement rate here, Anton?
I'm actually not
Say-
that encumbered anymore. It is gonna be 6.
Yeah, so you can walk. You can walk 60 yards, which is 180 feet. So I think you can climb probably at a third of your walking rate. So 180 divided by 3 is 60. So it'll take you 2 rounds to ascend.
Can
basically.
I argue that it's been that I don't get a move on this one coming up, but the next one because as soon as he got up there, we started climbing,
Right. So
and then the
I think
golem
it's
had a
spent
round to walk
sneaking.
over.
Yeah.
I mean, the golem comes and attacks you in 1 round, and you
Okay,
guys
that's
climb up 60 feet in 1 round. So next round, you'll spend your
Half your
movement
movement.
getting to the top. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Perfect.
But wait, if I'd have gone first, I could have made it up, right?
Yeah, but you didn't go first.
You didn't go first.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
he very much said I go next. But you're right, Nick, as
Mhm.
usual.
Thank you.
I guess you're parrying again. The stone golem will make its attack against you and cast a slow spell at you.
Cringe.
Give me a saving throw versus spell. Tyrael.
Okay. I think for some reason this is supposed to be 1 lower than what's listed because of my ring of protection.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh,
Nice,
you
nice.
avoid the effects of the slow spell as the golem reaches out with its fist and crushes into you with a 18 to hit. Whoosh.
okay.
Ducked and dodged. Moon gets to the top and cast Etherealness.
No. Sorry, I was just looking at. I just wanted to read it. I want
Okay.
to. Yeah, sorry.
Cool. You pull yourself to the top. You can see that Tyrael is probably back in this corner a little bit. The stone golem has its flank to you, and is trying to crush your brother, who is parrying to his heart's content. Nick, you'll also surface a moment later.
Am I able to attack
your-
it? Since I just used movement.
Yeah, if you draw a weapon, go for it.
Okay, I'll draw my spear and I will attack it.
Go for it.
Am I able to drop my bag in this round, or do you send?
Yeah, but you won't have your shield.
Oh.
Right, because you wouldn't have been able to climb with your shield. You'd have to put it on separately.
Okay.
So I think your shield
I'll spend
gets
my
discarded
round
with
putting
your
the
bag.
shield on then.
Okay. Cool. So you get to the top, get out of the way so your brother can come up, start strapping on your shield. It'll be on by the end of the round. Nick, you climb up as well,
Cast mirror image on myself.
and the room is filled with Nicks. It's fucking everywhere. It's not a very big room, and now there are so many of him.
Let me
How
just
many are there?
remember. I think it's D4 plus 3, but I always need to check.
I think it's, yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, it's D4 plus 2.
Oh, is it one every
One.
3?
D4 plus 1, yeah. 5, so there's 6 total.
Excellent. All right, 6 Nicks, plus a Tyrael, plus an Anton, so 6, 7, 8 people in a 20 by 20. So that's what? 4.
We're not very
4,
socially
16,
distanced right now.
Yeah. Okay. Initiative for next round. Whole party fighting each other, or is Tyrael still parrying?
No, I mean, I'm going to start attacking. I haven't got any spells to
start
damage
fighting.
it. Well, I could magic missile, actually.
I'm still parrying. I believe that even for +2 sword, striking stone would risk destroying the weapon, right?
Correct.
It's a pretty low chance. You'd have to do like. It'd have to be an exceptional circumstance to worry about breaking your +2 sword.
So,
stone.
tell me if I'm metagaming here, but golems can't be hurt by anything lower than a +2 weapon, and we do have a monster manual, so I don't think it's completely.
I think the bonus is dependent on the type of golem. Some golems need +1, some need 2, some need 3.
Stone golems need +2.
Okay. If you're confident about that.
Wait,
without
so I
looking at the
wouldn't expect my
monster's
weapon to
manual
break?
at the very moment.
Because I thought every
Like
time
Koibu
we
said, you
struck,
wouldn't expect it to break,
I thought every
but
time we
there's
struck
a
stone
10%.
things before that it was like always a chance to break.
There's always a chance. If you like roll a critical hit on the golem with your weapon, then we might roll for like you make a saving throw, and if you fail your saving throw, then the item makes a saving throw.
Christ. Okay, fuck it. Then in that case, in this round,
Um,
I'll attack. Is this a large creature?
Yes.
Okay.
Nick, are you furiously reading the entry on golems right now?
No.
He pulls out the book.
I don't think it's unreasonable that Imric might have read that, though, considering golems are one of the likely things to be in tombs.
No, I feel like you, as a player, have a pretty good knowledge of the monstrous manual from all of your time playing and digging into it, which I think reflects Imric's notions on these things. But if you wanted to say, like, I'm going to spend this round pulling out the monstrous manual and reading it, like, that could be a one-round
It's
action.
in the
where
bag
you
of
flip to
holding,
it.
so I can't do that.
Okay.
That's a lot of dice,
dice.
Koibu. Oh.
It's got a lot of health, probably. Probably
Okay.
50 or something.
Love it. Where is our rock? We're just going to use this boy as our initiative. It will go at 6. Imric, you are first.
They shoot magic missiles at it. 8 damage.
Ooh. All right, giving it, having rolled its HP. Can you guys? You don't see that bar, do you?
Not yet.
No.
Nope.
You see that bar?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me see the damage.
Here we go. You did 8 to it, and I do believe it is vulnerable to magic missiles.
Ooh.
What does the book say,
Not like
Nick?
vulnerable, but like can be affected.
Oh.
by.
You have the Dispel Magic scroll, right, Nick?
Yeah. It's not gonna work.
Really? Why? Just low odds of it working? Or
Yeah, I
it
think
would
it'd just be
won't
too
work?
low odds, yeah. Maybe it would.
It was pretty high. It almost worked against that other one.
Yeah, it takes full damage. Boom.
Okay, it's not nothing. You guys get a few hits. I'll do this for a few rounds. Thing is, it's gonna do so much damage. I think if it hits.
Probably.
The golem will turn to one of the Immerichs and make an attack with a 17 to hit.
That does hit.
Give me a D5.
D6.
D6, I'm sorry. A 6 is targeting you.
6 is targeting me.
Yes.
Ooh.
Whoosh. Down to 5 Immerichs.
Yeah.
Anton, your shield is now attached.
I'm
You ready to join us?
I'm attacking.
Okay.
So here is the melee attack.
Whoosh. Your spear clatters against the stone harmlessly.
And also I can shield punch as well. So here's that. 19.
19. Your shield smashes against the golem for 0 effect or damage.
Even if it's mithril.
Even if it's mithril. And next round initiative.
Wait, don't I get to attack?
You missed Tyrael.
I thought
Tyrael
you weren't attacking this round. I thought you were still parrying.
Nope, I'm attacking.
he-
I rolled
No,
initiative into
he's
attacking.
Oh, okay. Cool.
26.
Nice roll, dude.
That is a hit. That is a critical hit.
Big.
Is that triple damage?
Actually, it is a double crit. You clear by 10. They only have AC 15.
Yikes.
Nice.
So roll me 3 times damage dice.
This is how your weapon breaks.
Yep. And also, you personally give me a saving throw versus death. See if your weapon is vulnerable to breaking with this crit.
What am I
So
trying to roll,
it's-
high or low?
Let's see.
High. Well,
28 damage.
the saving throw for your metal weapon versus crushing blow is a 7 or higher on a d20.
So what does this
Wait.
mean?
Yeah.
So you need to. So since you you actually double critical the golem. You hit masterfully with 13 plus 11 plus 4. That's 15 and
28.
13, 28 damage to the golem. A huge amount of damage to this creature. And your weapon is vulnerable to breaking in that weird, unlikely causality chain that we just discussed. Since you failed your death save, your weapon needs to pass a saving throw, which needs to be a 7 or greater on a d20.
Oh, that's good.
It's just
Wait,
easy.
do I have any foresight here from Mooten?
No, I don't have
Nope.
that.
Okay. Well,
Shit. Oh, it's a good job we got a second one.
I
We
throw
don't
these,
have a
like,
second one.
random chances like your weapon might
Oh.
break to like create a sense of tension with the expectation that it never actually comes to pass.
well,
But sometimes the unexpected do come to pass, which is why the tension is real. Your weapon hits the golem for incredible damage and breaks. This is not normally supposed to happen.
Rest in peace, +2 weapon.
This is not supposed to happen.
Well,
but
at least no one can find it now.
Yep. And the golem is, at less than half hit points.
Emmerich, I don't think I'm going to be much use. Maybe I should just search for the spear inside the tomb while you guys
Okay.
fight the
It should
golem.
have a-
Wait. So questions here. Does the bonus on the sword not give it a bonus to its save? It's
It
plus
does.
2
That
magic
would bring it
sword.
only to a 6.
wait, you said it.
But he's got a
were
ring
you-
of protection as well.
Oh, that's true.
Ooh, the Ring of Protection would bring it to a 7. There you go.
What is this?
Fucking Nicholas.
Good job, Nick.
All right.
Does
the
it-
sword almost breaks.
Does it being made out of quartz help or hurt at all? Maybe I should bring that up. Oh, okay.
I'm going to spend my round rummaging for the spear inside the tomb, I would assume.
Yeah, you want to start lifting the lid and looting
Yeah.
the tube.
No, you can just. You don't want my sword.
Oh, I don't need your sword, but my +1 isn't going to do anything, and I'm not going to hit with the other sword. So I think it's better
It's
just
just
to,
fucking going for the tomb while we're still
I think
fighting
it's
them.
better just to go for
Guardian.
it. 1d10 +3, Neil? lifting the
No,
lid?
to lift the lid is going to be a more difficult action. It's going to be like a D10 plus 6 to get the lid off the sarcophagus.
I'll be going at 9. I'll fix it.
Okay. You go at 9, and Tyrael went at. Did you roll initiative yet?
I'm just trying to. I don't want to attack anymore. At 12.
You can have my sword if yours breaks.
Wow, thanks.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right, Anton, you go first. You get to the lid to push it off. You can see that there is like writing on the top of the lid.
Don't do it, Anton. Don't do
Well,
it.
Anton's gonna do it. Fuck the writing.
No, mate.
I can't read.
What?
There's clearly some shit going on here. Don't do it.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I tell him not to do it. I see him doing it.
Emmerich,
I see
it's
him looking
fine.
at his spear.
And I push it.
Gosh. Well.
Okay.
Should we go on our final break, or should we just skip it?
No, skip it.
Let's just skip it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Where is it here?
Wait, are you sure? It might be a lot of drama to. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, at least let me read the next couple of sentences before we.
He's just reading the loot.
Yeah, I could use the bathroom actually. Let's do a break. After
All right.
Neil reads the sentences.
Anton puts his shoulder to the tomb, begins to slide it. And where the fuck is this spell?
Spell of Eternal Youth.
Not quite, my friend.
It's very Lenny of you to open this, Mooton.
I can't hit it, so you guys would just be here sitting. I didn't think it was gonna cast a spell, honestly.
I just made the spell.
Must be a good one.
Oh yeah, it's a good one. Here we go. Excellent. Make me a saving throw. As there is a saving throw versus spell, as there is an explosion as you try to slide open the lid.
Oh,
Wait,
what?
+1. And is this an elemental one?
Elemental. It is a saving throw versus spell to avoid fire damage.
I have +4 saves versus elements. Fire is
From-
an element from my Cloak of Plenty.
Really?
Fire is an element.
You literally can't argue with that, Neil.
Yeah, no,
Oof,
that's right.
true.
Okay.
It's
So you will
legit.
take half damage. Oh, wait. Okay, no. Half.
So,
of
Moon,
saving
you're
throw
still
save.
alive, but unfortunately, all the gear is destroyed by the explosion. So,
Wait,
It's
what?
fine.
No.
Good job.
No way.
Blast radius is a 10-foot radius. So, Nick, you have a lot of clones nearby.
yeah.
And I think... Why don't you give me a... Because the room is 20 feet across. This is in the very middle, and it's a 10-foot radius around this. So that's, like, probably most of the room. But there's a chance some of your people might be on the edges. So why don't you give me a 50-50 for each of your
For
clones?
each one.
For each one, yeah.
And
There's
him?
4 clones now, and me as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the 4 clones. 2s are passes, 1s are fails, okay?
Thank you.
So 2
Well.
survive.
2 survive.
And then for me, you want me to make a save or just roll a d2? Roll a d2, and if I get a 1, then I make a save, right?
Yes.
Roll a 2.
Ooh, do we
Alright,
have
so
wet?
you happen to be on the edge. Tyrael, roll me a d2 as well.
Do we have wet clothes from the river that are giving us bonuses here?
I do.
Your clothes are actually quite damp. Yes, I'll give you an additional +1 on your saving throw because you. Well, no, I'll give Anton and Nick and Imric a saving throw because they're soaked all the way through. You're just soaked from like your knees down.
Okay, gotcha. Roll. What am I rolling? 1d.
1d2 on a 1, you are close to the tomb. On a 2, you're far from the tomb.
Wait, can I argue? They're fighting the golem. The golem's in front of at the very least, Tyrael. He should have cover at the very least if fire does come at him.
Sure, I'll give him a bonus on his save because he's got some cover from the golem.
What did I want to roll?
I want to roll a 2.
Well, never
Yeah,
mind.
so you get hits, but you get a save.
You get a save.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yes. So give me a saving throw versus spell.
7.
Tyrael.
Okay. Fuck, I clicked out of my character. God damn it. Wait, boom, boom, material.
And you've been fighting the golem, but if you're close and if you're within 10 feet, you actually probably don't have cover from
I am, okay.
it.
I haven't touched because my things are out of the thing, okay? But the 2 rings I'm wearing right now, just as a reminder, the ring of protection and a ring of fire resistance as well. So I don't know if that'll...
Well, then you'll
oh.
take half damage from fire. I think, no, it's you. On a fail, you take half. On a pass, you take none from fire.
No, that's not what it is. It's -2 from
No?
each dice roll.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so I'm rolling a protection from spell or what?
Spell. That's a pass.
Pass.
So
Okay.
you will pass and take -2 damage from each die roll.
So we'll
and
take half
Anton.
and then -2 from each die roll.
We'll subtract 2 from each die roll and then divide the remainder by 2.
And then half it.
Yeah. And it is going to be 64 plus 6 damage.
I'll take 10.
So it is 20 damage to those who fail their saves. MrMouton, that's you. Nick,
I
you're out of
passed
the
my
blast
save.
radius.
Yeah.
I passed my
Mr.
save because I have the
Pass
cloak
your
of
save?
plenty.
Oh, right. So you take half. So you take
Take
10. Tyrael, you will take 1,
One.
1, 2, 1, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And the golem takes damage, I would
Plus
assume.
6 is 13 divided by 2 rounded down is 6 damage. And the golem will make a saving throw as well.
Wait, how much damage is Tyrael taking?
7?
Because it's because he passed his save as well. So how does that work?
So we subtract 2 from each of the die rolls, and,
And
then
then
we
half
divide
it.
the total by
Right,
2.
okay. Yeah.
The golem, I think, is unaffected by fire.
Is he unaffected by an explosion of fire? Force
Yeah.
damage?
We're not dealing with the shrapnel very much. Otherwise, the resistance from fire ring wouldn't provide resistance, right?
I respect
You're
it.
arguing Tyrael out of his protection. So the golem will, like, the flames will wash over him, and nothing will happen to him. But why don't we take our last break right here?
Sure.
Crazy.
We'll be
See,
back.
Nick, it was fine.
It was totally fine. Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tombs of Scoria. The battle is still raging. Anton, you lift the lid. Fire explodes all over the place. Damage is dealt across the board, except to the golem. You can see that the inside of the tomb is relatively unharmed. There is the mummified body of Rohana. There is her spear. There is her leather armor. There is her shield. All rape for the taking.
If I have movement, I will attempt to grab them this round. If not, then that'll be next round.
Yeah, you can start pulling items out of the chest as the golem swings around at you, ducking blows, popping over the top, grabbing some more things, and ducking back out.
Yeah, I will go for the shield and the spear.
Okay.
I'll even
Imric.
drop my spear.
All right, I magic
It's your
missile
turn.
again.
Okay. You
Big
raise your
damage.
wand, flick it at the creature. It takes 8 points of damage. Tyrael, you've been blasted by fire from your brother.
Did I rolled initiative
Sure,
into attacking with a sword, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You rolled a 12.
Hey, don't fuck me, Koibu.
Oh,
It's a hit, a regular
Is that a-
hit.
No, it's got to be at least a single crit, right?
It is
It's
not.
not.
Wait, oh,
It's got
it has,
15 AC.
it has to clear by 10, and then it's automatically a double crit?
If it is a natural 18, 19, or 20, it has to clear by 5. If
Oh,
it's
never mind,
below
okay.
an 18, it has to clear by 10.
Okay, so just a normal attack, right?
Normal attack, normal damage.
Jesus.
Wow, you do a lot of damage, man.
Yeah, holy fuck. Hopefully
How
I'm
do you
not...
do so much?
Hey, can we just not?
Sorry.
Wait, I think that was the wrong attack, right?
No, I'm
you
doing a
put
lot
question
because
mark.
we're attacking versus large as well, so I get a plus. I think there's
No,
a...
no,
No,
rolled a-
you've
rolled a
done an
D20.
attack roll. Yeah.
Yeah, you rolled a d20. You just rolled
It
the
should
wrong.
be a
you didn't roll
D12
damage.
plus something.
Oh. Yeah, you roll the attack, not the damage. It
Did
should
I
be
do that
D12
bef-
plus 3.
Oh, sorry, okay. Okay, so
Yeah,
I
you
need to
did it
click
right
that.
before.
Okay. Good, okay.
Boom.
Well, it's actually quite a bit more.
Nice.
It's an extra 6 points of damage. The golem will, on this round, throw a slow spell on Anton. Anton, give me a saving throw versus spell.
Okay.
Nope. Oh my god. And the golem will
Cry.
lash out at Tyrael. Ooh.
Oh god.
That's 28 to hit
Oh.
you.
That will indeed hit me.
It doesn't clear by 10, though.
No.
Oh, we're
So
okay.
it's just a regular hit.
It's like
Just 20
3d8 or
damage.
something.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some meme shit.
for 20 points of damage.
Bah, what the
That's
fuck?
it? Just 20?
Just 20.
Okay, that's fine. I'll get two
It
HP.
smashes Tyrael against a wall. And we roll initiative for the next round.
Was I able to get the stuff this round or no?
Yes, you can pull out the spear and everything. You can... It takes a round to take off a shield and a round to put on a shield, so maybe the shield is not ideal for...
I'll keep my shield on and
changing.
I'll just use his spear or her spear for honest.
Great. You switch spears. No
What do you want me
problem.
to roll with?
Just roll with your spear. Hers is a little bit different, and we'll just explore its powers as you figure it out on the fly.
An 8.
All right, you gotta kill it with this hit.
All right,
Cool.
Anton, you're first.
15.
Yeah.
That's what I
It's a
rolled
hit.
right now. I want to use all of its powers that I can, and then here's the damage, I guess. Be 7.
Where is... Let me find her gear. You're just too fast for me.
Oh, fuck. I should have had one more attack last round, I think, if I attacked twice, right?
Ooh, probably. Okay, so Rohana's +3 spear is made from mithril.
Damn.
You say you want to use all of the power in the spear. You realize that it does have something that can be released, and you're not sure what you're releasing, but you're releasing it, right?
Well, no, because I know that it's lightning, so it's gonna hit all of us. So, can I
You're just
direct
making
it?
You don't really know what you're doing yet.
Okay, I'm just gonna attack, and then whatever I feel, I feel. So,
Wait, so
I don't know what that means.
well, how do I feel? All right, well, on a 1 I use it, on a 2 I don't.
All right. You burn all 3 charges stored in the spear for today. You do... so you did 7 plus 2 more points of damage because it is a +3 weapon, so it's 9 damage off the top. And then you release a chain lightning.
Obviously, at him and only him. It shouldn't chain to
What
my
does
allies.
chain
That would be
mean?
absurd.
Oh my god, chain lightning. Holy shit.
No, it does chain. Chain lightning will bounce to closest targets. But it's not like the full 66 chain lightning. It's actually only a 2d6.
Oh, thank god for that.
So
I'm gonna be out,
using 2 charges. Using 3 charges allows the bolt to jump up to 5 times at distances up to 20 feet. So the first
fuck?
2d6 hits the target. Roll me 2d6 damage for the golem. 8, which will electrify the golem. Don't take damage from electrical weapon. I clarified. It's stone, but stone can be burst apart by lightning, as we have probably all seen in pictures and videos and the movie.
Can I just say, that is a fucking insane weapon.
Yes,
This is the
Tyr
reason they
won't
hid it
die
away.
either.
So the
Yeah.
golem hits with it, breaks and shatters. The lightning jumps to the next person.
Emmerich.
And then it's going to jump to the next and the next. So all of
Okay,
you
well-
are going to be hit by it.
Well,
Wait,
no, 'cause
can I
there's
argue
3 of
Emmerich
me.
clones?
Aren't they all dead from the
Ooh,
fire
Emerich's
blast?
clones.
Yeah.
That's right.
2 of them are alive.
So there's 3 of me, there's Anton, Tyrael, and the golem. So there's 6 targets.
And it jumps up to 5 times, which means up to 6 people.
Yeah, so it
it
hits everyone.
will not jump back to Anton, though. He's
So
cool.
it hits all of us. So my
It'll hit
illusions get
everyone
shattered,
Yes.
and then I take 8 damage.
Yes. You guys can save for half damage.
Is it? It's gonna chain to every single person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. What? Is the golem dead?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I fail. I take 8.
I'll pick you up.
And you're also stunned for a round.
What am I rolling? A 2d20 plus 2? Or I'm sorry,
Just a d20.
D20 plus 1. Yeah.
plus
Well,
1?
you've got, because of your ring of protection.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Fine.
And you will take 8 damage and go unconscious if you stun.
I immediately cure light wounds him.
Okay.
That is bonkers. Well, the rest of the shit is going to be great.
Peaceful quiet settles over
I'm at
to
0 HP after that cure light ones.
Well, good.
You should cast him again, so bring him up.
I don't have it again. I can nap myself and cast it as many times as we want.
casting a cure light wound spell will bring someone to 1 HP,
1.
and they can
Okay.
no longer receive magical healing until they are have had a full day of rest.
Does a full day of rest include a nap spell? So if I nap him, can he drink potions heal himself up.
Wait, does potions count as magical healing?
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it says like a full day's rest.
The person affected will cover lost hit points as if they had rested for a full night. Wizard can memorize spells if real time had passed. Rest is so complete, rejuvenating. The character does not feel fatigued after waking. Yeah, that's good. That's legit.
Wait. Maybe we should save
have to
it
do
so
it here.
I can use the nap spell to give us all spider climb so we can get out easy.
Sure. I think we should maybe rest here for the night,
I mean, yeah.
and then we can heal him all the way up and then get out in the morning. Because you can just rememorize.
Sounds
Get
good.
food.
Yeah.
I'll get the shield, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll hand Tyrael the armor. I think him.
What does the leather
And the
armor
sandals as well.
replace? Oh, are there sandals?
Leather armor is made out of this like dark blue hide, almost like a midnight blue, some sort of animal hide like that. So it's leather. It's a +3 speared, made of mithril tip. We've already talked about that. And it is a description of the shield. Oops.
So there was 4 items, right? There's sandals as well. You've got the spear and the shield.
Yeah, there's sandals. Someone can grab those. I think
Tyrael
Imric
gets
and
the
I-
armor. I mean, I guess I'll take
you-
the sandals then.
You get the sandals because we both have
At least until we know what it does, yeah.
shoe
Shoe
shit
stuff.
anyways.
I do, yeah. Okay, great.
Yes, sandal speed, armor of Rohana, spear of Rohana, shield of Rohana.
All right. I will replace my boots with the sandals then.
Excellent.
What does the armor replace? Is it a breastplate, chain limbs, or both?
It would be both.
How much AC does the armor give? Or do we need to wait to discover that?
You'll have to like wait until you can get in a place to identify it or test it for a while.
Huh. Okay.
But the big buff here, in addition to like the, whatever magic bonus it gives, is that it is leather, so it's super light.
Are we? I'll ask both of you. Sorry about that, Tyrael. It's the first time using the spear, and it got away from me.
Well, it worked.
Um,
At least it's dead.
It might have saved your life too. Killed the golem.
I'm
in one
not too
hit,
sure
who
about
knows?
that, but okay.
Are we able to rest up here? Do you think for the night?
Should be safe. I mean,
Yeah. I wander over to this little alcove with the bowls. What's going on with that?
It looks like someone was here a long time ago, and these bowls were filled with offerings. There's like old desiccated rice in one of the bowls. One bowl is just like a pile of very fine ash with a couple little sticks coming out of it, probably some sort of incense situation. And the other bowl has a pile of salt. Seems like classic offerings that you might present at a sacred spot.
Tyrael, have you got the armor on?
no, I'll stash it in my bag for now.
Okay. I'm wearing the sandals now. Do I feel speedier?
Pull out my books, tell you exactly what the... I mean, you feel speedier, but
Yeah.
I think we can talk about gear once you're safely out of the tomb. I don't think it'll come into play until then, so...
Okay.
We'll rest for the night.
Yes.
I'll heal everybody in the morning. We can spider climb out.
Let me just check the spell, just to make sure it lasts long enough.
Do you want to hand wave that, Neil, or do you want to?
No, because you can't spider climb out.
Why not?
Oh, there's gonna be that one tunnel
Is it-
that cancels.
Magic shield and...
Oh yeah, well we can get to that point though.
And then we
back.
can.
Well, I mean,
and
that's
then
the
we
only
can
place
rope
that you'd
out.
possibly need to spider climb out of, right?
Well,
we
we
get a
can
spider climb
climb
up the
across the
bridge.
bridge.
Oh, the first bridge, right.
Can't
Okay,
we
yes,
just
you'll
rope
need your
out?
3 spider climb spells to get across the bridge.
Yeah, safely.
Yeah, and then by the...
Here's-
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Here's 5 cure light wounds for. Sorry, 5 cure light wounds for anybody who needs them.
5 cure light wounds.
Yeah, here's 5d8.
Okay, I'll take
You
it.
can have all of your HPs. Split them amongst
Yeah.
each other.
Wait,
That's enough.
do you need any of that?
Yeah, I need hang on.
Here, I'll also do
8.
2 cure moderate wounds.
You need 8, so I'll take 16.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that puts me at 17 out of 28 HP.
And he's doing it moderate as well.
So 9, so 10 and 10 and 2. I need those, if possible.
Wait, you need both of those?
Okay.
Well, I'm at 17, so you can take. I don't care. I don't know.
Oh wait, no. I'll just take 10. I'll just take 10. You can have 2
2?
extra.
Okay, I'm at 19 then. Wait, so did you nap me so I can get healed?
We just waited a night.
We
Oh,
rested.
okay. There's a resting night. Okay. Do we gain 1 HP overnight or no? Naturally?
Yes.
No.
I don't know if that needs to be in a hotel or
You
not.
were in combat the day before. Good
Oh,
call.
okay.
I need to get rid of the nap spell anyways. Can I nap him and then like regain HP like normal, Koibu?
Sure.
There you go. You got 1 HP extra. Can we count all that healing as XP or no? It all was used.
I mean, you're out of stressful combat situations. You've moved
Neil,
on.
as the night progresses, and I'm watching the sun from this hole above the tomb, how big is this hole?
This hole does not dim as the night progresses. At first, it looks like it might be something letting in light from the outside, but as the hours wear on and the light doesn't change, you get the impression that it is some sort of magical sort of thing. If you look up into it, there's like a diffuse plaque or like a piece of glass with bubbles in it. That is what's diffusing probably some sort of magic light source beyond it. So there's always a nice bright shaft of light coming down.
All right, so when we're ready, the spider climb lasts 8 minutes. I cast it on each person, and after I cast it, you should just go. And the goal, I remind everyone about the anti-magic field on the way through the tunnel. So stop when you get to the last rope. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And you guys can hand wave through everything up until that very first chamber.
And then I guess we'll climb the rope, right?
Yeah, which should be that. So for Tyrael, he gets his rope climb, his climb walls plus 55 minus 40. And then for the rest of you, you would get your 40 minus 40 plus 55. So the rest of you climbing out are going to be in some trouble. The rope is... It's been here for 24 hours. It's been soaked thoroughly by the water coming in and out. The thing that you're climbing up is slippery, so if you were to just like pull hand over hand, you still might slip on the rope. I think it makes sense that you would have a real chance of not being able to scale your way out of this.
What if I give you choose future, Nick, and I could etherealness myself out, right?
Can you ethereal us both out?
Let me read again. I think I could do up to 2 people. Yeah, can bring 1 creature per 2 experience.
Well, wait.
So
If I'm stopping at the very top, can't I just help pull you guys out? Since I'm standing at the top now, we're pulling you up.
Yeah, but there's nowhere to brace yourself.
I can't like go outside of the
you
cave
can
and
go find a tree or something. Right?
Yeah, because we should have all
you mean all
200
the way.
feet of rope available to us now, right? That
we can
as
bring
we've
the
made our
rope
way
back
back.
from before.
Yeah.
Retie.
Tie it. That's
you don't
true.
need the 200 feet, you just need... So you're saying someone's going to hold on and you're going to hoist them up?
Yeah, basically,
Which
like
will
I'll.
work if you can lift their weight, and I don't know if you can lift Anton in his plate mail. You could probably lift Imric.
But then get
He
me
can
out.
give
Then
me
there's
the bag
two
of
us.
holding, and I could put my plate bill inside of it for now.
Plate mail, I don't think will fit in the bag of holding.
Well,
It's
no,
too
but
big.
he helps me out first, and then we've got 2 of us.
Yeah, I could
to
do that.
pull Anton out. Yeah.
Anton, what's your total weight? Let's go to your gear tab.
Sorry.
254 pounds.
250.
Jesus.
Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah, because I have a lot of it in the bag of holding right now.
Okay.
So most everything is just my breastplate and platelets and. I gotta add the new shield and the new spear. Sorry.
So can Imric and Tyrael pull 250 pounds up a slick incline?
Well, we can do this easily. I'll stay inside. I'll take off my plate mail. I'll attach that to the rope. They'll pull that up. Correct.
Oh.
And then they'll throw it back down. They'll pull me up.
When they let the rope come back down and out, it's going to just dangle into the pit. How are you going to grab the rope so that you can be pulled back up?
I should be able to. Can I still have the spider climb? If so,
it'll probably
it's
be worn off by the time that they get up and out and everything.
It's just gonna be on that ledge, right? Like right here.
Well, no, hold
Am
on.
I able
I'm
to
sorry. Wait,
grab
this
it?
is easy. I've made this climb check, so I should be able to go up and down this infinite times with no problem. Correct?
Yeah. So you can hand it to me.
So I
Sure.
can. So I can go to this part right here, Koibu. And while I'm sitting there, I'll throw the rope over to Anton so that he's holding it,
swing it
and
over
then
to
I'll
Anton.
climb back up. And then once I give the word, he'll start to climb
I'll
over
pull
the
them
mounts.
out.
Perfect. Great. Let's get a paired set of strength checks from Tyrael and Imric. As long as you don't both fail, it'll be fine.
Can I also have a dex check then?
If we fail.
This is going to be
Okay,
they're like pulling you up, and maybe they lose their grip at the same time, and you fall and tumble to the
we're
ground.
good.
All right. So you both pass, and then give me. Yeah, that's actually it. That's it. Perfect. The party
Yes.
escapes the tomb, and you are back out in the sunlight.
And now we'll play with our weapons and shields and sandals.
So how many days have we got left until? Wait a minute.
What?
The location to the underwater temple was meant to be in there.
The location to the underwater temple was meant to be in there?
It wasn't this why we were doing
No,
Rohana's
it
tomb?
was meant.
because-
It was
thought we were
meant to
getting-
be. It was meant to be with the monks.
No, I'm not. I think it wasn't. Was it?
I don't think
Yeah,
that
maybe I'm
Rohana had
remembering
it.
wrong.
I think the monks had it because they had knowledge of the area, and we were meant to ask them. So we still have time because we still have days to go back and ask them about
Time
Okay.
to go back and kill the monks.
it with our new armor.
With our new weapons. You should never trust somebody like us. What fools.
Can I, on our way back, can I test out this shield and he'll test out the boots?
Yes, the sandals of speed give you movement speed 18.
Even if encumbered or just base?
Your base is 18.
What is it usually? 9.
12.
12.
Okay.
So you're 50% faster at pretty much all times.
Yeah, I'm increasing my movement speed to 18.
But it doesn't give you any AC bonuses,
Hmm.
and there's no like special burst of speed that needs recharging. You're just always faster.
Yeah, okay.
You want to swap? If you want
I
AC.
think it makes more sense for you to have the AC. I've got my AC's never
I'm just
gonna be
afraid if
great.
you ever get hit, that
Yeah, I know, but it's like I could have 16 AC or I could have 18, but against high level stuff,
it's not going to matter.
it's not going to save me.
Well, it might prevent like a double crit or crit or whatever, right?
Yeah, that's true, but I'm always going to have mirror image or
Yep, you have other
stone
things
skin
to
soon.
mitigate
Yeah.
damage.
Sure. The shield?
The shield, when held above your head, will act as a feather fall spell.
Ooh.
Any pluses to armor or no?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Any lighter than a normal shield?
Nope. So it weighs 16 pounds. It's a heavy one, but held above your head, you can float gently down.
Does Tyrael put the armor on?
Yeah, what do I get? Can I feel like about what the armor does?
When I look at him, does he look blurred?
No, he looks completely normal, but when you go to shake his hand, Tyrael, you'll see him walking up to the wrong spot. You are visually displaced in space.
So I had a suspicion about this. I say, Tyrael, can you give me the monster manual?
Sure. I dig out the monster manual.
I flip open to the page on displacer beasts and read like the entry on like how their hide is, how it looks, and I look at the picture and I compare the armor and I say, I think this might be the hide of a displacer beast. They're hard to hit. You strike in one place, it seems like they're somewhere else.
How much does
They're
it?
common components in many spells.
How much does this weigh?
It's got to be like 12, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't be too much.
15 pounds.
And Koibu, does this
so-
count as a magic weapon? The shield? If I attack with the shield? I would assume
No,
so, right?
it doesn't have a +1 bonus.
Oh, okay.
So there's no magic for purposes of hitting creatures. So the armor gives you AC bonus of 3, and it gives your enemies a penalty of 2 on attacks.
Huh.
So it's the same as chainmail.
Right. So it's going to effectively, in most situations, just be like regular chainmail. But then there are going to be some very key situations in which case it's not going, where it'll be stronger. For example, a magic missile spell will just fail against you because you're not in the spot that the missiles are heading towards. Similarly, there's a chance that a lightning bolt spell would also miss you. So you would, in this situation, you'd get like a +2 to your saves against a lightning bolt or something. So there are going to be very situational effects that will be hugely beneficial.
It's also leather armor, so it doesn't impact your thief skills as much. It's not as loud.
I have to take all my thief skills before I do anything. It's still really brutal.
Well, it's not as bad with leather armor as it is with chainmail.
It's
though.
still really brutal. To give you an example, my climb walls, even in light armor, is at a -40 penalty.
Oof, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, no. That's why I say I take off my armor or whatever before I like climb or do shit. It's like you
I
can't
thought you
use
did that because
no, you can't use any thief's abilities while wearing armor.
I-
It's insane.
I thought you did that because if you take it off, then you have another chance to try it with armor on.
No, or maybe you do because it's a different roll. But no, I take it off because
Yeah, it's
like
a-
these rolls are like
It's just low.
yeah. So like right now with my bonuses and everything, because of my gauntlets of dexterity, I have an 85 to climb walls. With light armor, it goes from 85 to 45.
Oh.
Yeah, the penalties are huge.
So
Is there a way,
let's-
Koibu, to lower that with these
Hold on.
armor or no?
Let me take a look at that. I want to double check, make sure that this isn't fucking broken.
I think it's right because I remember even looking in the book, it seemed like insanely brutal. Whoops.
Yeah, it just seems nuts.
Okay, so light armor. Climb wall should be a -30, not a -40. I think I bugged some programming code in here.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm speaking a little bit. I'm going from what I have now to what I didn't have. So like with no armor, climb walls is +10. With padded or studded leather, it's -30. So it's a 40
Yeah,
difference.
yeah.
Is what I should be saying. Sorry.
Okay, no, that makes sense. Perfect.
Now, unless you let me go to a rock climbing gym in real life, so that I can. No.
Okay.
What do you
so
think
I
about
would.
the
I
shield?
would. Okay.
But they so
Well,
yeah
I
so
mean-
that it doesn't matter if I'm trying to do anything. I'm taking off my armor before doing it because it's too hard. But the thing that I'm really worried about though is that like so if I wear this leather armor, I can no longer wear my chain limbs either.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I'm losing 7 AC from my breastplate and chain limbs, and I'm gaining 3 AC.
5.
Well,
So you
5
lose
if
5
it's assuming yeah.
Yeah.
What armor do you have, Nick?
No armor. I'm a wizard. Can't wear
Can you-
armor.
oh, you can't even wear light armor?
Well, I can wear it, but I can't cast spells.
Oh.
So to go into the underwater thing, it might be worth it to wear it.
Yeah, maybe it would be worth it for you to wear it then. I don't know.
I want to test some. I want to test some attacks though on like because displace the beasts when you attack them, the first attack always misses. It seemed like that when I went to shake his hand, I missed him. Is the +2 is the -2 AC for the attacker to simulate that, Neil, or does it have a first attack against him misses kind of property?
The first attack misses them. I think it's a 5e property.
No, it's like the spell Blur, right? Which is you cast a displace a beast hide.
I wonder what that would come out to statistically if you always miss the first attack, if that's better than having 5 more armor or something. Probably not.
I'm not seeing anything in the monstrous manual that says first attack always misses.
Wait, so what
It's-
exactly
no,
does
it's a
this
spell?
give again then?
It's 5 -2 to hit, and it sounds like you can dodge some spells and.
Yeah,
What does
like
regular studded give?
very specific spells are armor gives leather armor gives 3. We kind of scrap studded because it doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's like a
And this only gives +3 as well?
this will give 3 and then a penalty of 2 to enemy attacks, so it basically gives 5. And then certain single target spells will fizzle, or you'll have a bonus to your saves on them. It's like I would say a magic missile can't affect you because it'll always miss, but a hold person spell you get a +2 bonus to your save against. A fireball would be pretty indiscriminate and not make a difference.
I mean, like the thing is that whoops, I'm light enough such that like I don't see why I would ever wear this. Maybe
Wait, so Neil, the item is the cloak of displacement or the spell displace self. Kind of describes the same effect you were talking about. Like the character appears to be a few feet away from where they actually are. It says any missile or melee attack aimed at the wearer automatically misses the first time. Can apply to the first attacks from multiple opponents only if the second and successive attackers were unable to observe the initial displacement. After the first attack, the cloak affords a +2 bonus to AC. And it's got the same thing about magic missiles missing and... Wait, no, it
That
doesn't.
might be what we
Take
want to
that.
key off then. 2.
Just sounded like you were describing that same spell or that same effect.
It quite possibly might be. Any missile or melee attack aimed at the wearer automatically misses the first time. This can apply to first attacks from multiple opponents only if the second and successive attackers were unable to observe the initial displacement miss. After the first attack, the closer forwards a +2 bonus of protection, as well as a bonus of saving attack directed at the bearer. Which are okay, that's right. Yeah, so the first attack will miss, and then you get a +2 bonus to your AC on all subsequent attacks, and a +2 bonus on saves against single target effects.
Nice.
So
First attack
armor
against him always
is
misses.
lower AC but higher saving throw.
Against
So you
single
got
target
instant
spells.
And you missed the first attack, right? So
And you missed the first attack. So you can decide which is better for the build you want to be going for right now.
All right, I'll think about it. What is this called? Rohana's armor? 15 pounds?
Yep.
sweet.
Okay.
All right, so I think we should go back to the monks, tell them that we've succeeded, and ask about the underwater temple as well.
Yeah. Can you give me the spear on the roll 20?
Mhm.
I don't know if you have it ready. It doesn't matter. I don't think we need any more combat today.
Yeah, also I think we're at our time.
Done. Yeah.
Also, that's if all we got was that spear, it was still worth
It's
coming
really
here.
good.
That's like the best item, well, one of the best items I've ever seen.
+3, and then it does 3d6.
I don't know what happens if you don't expend any charges. I guess it's just a +3 weapon.
That's
One
my guess.
charge is
Yeah.
maybe the 2d6 on the single target. Two charges, it bounces to 3 maybe.
You're going to have a few days to practice with this, and you're going to find pretty quickly that it has 3 charges that come back around dawn. You'll need an identify spell to get the exact recharging properties. And you can release 1 charge just to do a single bolt at the target that you're attacking that will do 2d6 damage and stun the target for 1 round. You can use 2 charges to create a bolt that will then jump 10 feet to the nearest enemy, doing damage and stunning them. And it can jump up to 3 times, or you can use all 3 charges to make it jump up to 5 people and at distances of up to 20 feet. So
Thank you.
I'm just going to copy and paste this into Disco.
So it's probably worth it for the most part. Oh, and if it hits the other people, they get stunned as well, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
saving throw
that's-
on a failed save, they get stunned. On a pass save, they take half damage.
Does it weigh 1 pound since it's made of mithril?
It'll weigh 2 pounds
Got it.
because the shaft is still made of wood.
Yeah, cool, awesome.
Okay.
You can return to the monastery. Tell the monks about your desire for the location. They are already sympathetic to your cause, and they will give you the best information that they can about the location of the island. They'll tell you it was 20
Wait,
miles.
can you put us back on the world map?
Yes. They will tell you it is 20 miles from the peninsula at the north end of the Tel Tamris Woods, due west. So it should be out about here.
Okay, hang on, I'm putting a little X. Okay. What is this? Ndina's Temple? Yeah. And
Yeah,
we'll
Ndina's
resurrect my
The
handwriting
sunken
from
tide.
Frofra. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves while I do this.
Yeah, how do we feel about the shield? I can only carry 1 of these shields. I guess it's probably worth it to carry the Shield of
Oh.
Rohana for the feather falling.
It's better than your normal shield, right?
It weighs more.
Does it?
Yeah, it weighs 3 pounds more because my other shield's 25% mithril.
Oh, Koibu.
Oh, go ahead.
So, you said that we're not. Is padded and studded leather, is that considered like an upgrade from like just normal leather armor? So
No,
I'm reading.
padded, studded, like they're 2 separate entries.
Okay, because I'm wondering if does this leather armor count as padded leather armor?
No. There's padded armor and there's leather armor.
Okay. So on table 29 for the thieving skill armor adjustments, it says that padded or studded leather. Those are the two that it talks about. So does that mean that
Right.
this type of leather armor like
together.
wouldn't have any negatives? It wouldn't count as light armor. It would just have no impact.
This is leather armor. It will count as
Well, because that's what I'm saying. Because in the table it specifically says padded or studded leather armor.
Then this leather armor shouldn't have impact on thieves.
Because if that's true, that would make it an easy, and then I wouldn't have to take my armor off to do my thieves
It
thing.
does say padded hide or studded leather, Neil. To be fair, it does say that.
Wait, what does?
The table for table 29, thieving skill armor adjustments.
I don't see hide anywhere written in there. I just see it saying padded or studded leather.
Weird. It says on mine padded, hide or studded leather.
Well, that's important, right? Because this is hide leather, isn't it? Or
No, hide is a different armor
It's
altogether.
just leather.
oh,
what? Where are you looking at this? Because both of my books say padded or studded.
that's what mine says. Yeah.
I'm just looking on purple one.
Oh.
But neither of those say normal
Neither of
leather
those
armor.
say leather, right? So I think we actually need a third column for leather armor. Have I been
Or there-
missing?
No, maybe there's just no leather. Might just be you don't get the no armor bonus, but you don't get a negative bonus either. I mean, leather armor is the go-to for thieves.
True.
Yeah, I think leather armor gives you no bonuses. I'll have to make a third entry, another entry in your character sheet for just leather armor.
Okay. Because in that
Sweet.
case, that might be worth it then. But we can mess with
Yeah,
that. I'll mess
we-
with that between streams or whatever if we want to do that.
Yeah, we'll do that in between.
Mm-hmm.
Good eye, by the way. Good attention to detail.
Wow. Thank you, chat.
I guess I'll try something with Imric before we go. Imric, let's jump off this thing and hold on to me.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll hoist this shield above my head and have Imric held on to me, and we're gonna jump and see if we float down.
Gotta look at the Featherfall spell.
This is interesting.
And if that works, I'll try.
As long as the maximum weight of the creatures does not exceed a combined total of 200 pounds plus 200 pounds per level of the caster.
What level of the caster put the Featherfall spell on?
Oh, it would easily have to be like 14.
So then
So
this
this
should
could-
take
The whole party easy.
all 3 people easy.
Yeah, I think this will take all 3 people easy.
Cool.
Badass. That is cool.
That is good.
And you'll also probably notice another unmentioned property that is kin to Featherfall. Even if you don't hold it over your head, falls from 30 feet or less are
damage.
undamaged. So, like short falls, even if you can't bring it over your head in time, you'll still sort of float. And beyond 30 feet, you'll need to raise it above your head. So if for some reason you have your shield, but your arms are bound around you, you can survive short falls. Anything above 30 feet, you'll start taking full damage from.
Can we just take a moment to think about how close this is to Breath of the Wild? Now we can climb up the highest mountains and just fucking like glide down to wherever we need to go.
Yeah, I wonder if we can glide. Interesting. Say I'm at 40 feet and I fall. Do I just take 1d6 damage then? Because I'm only taking
you'll
the
do
10?
all 40.
All 40 feet. Okay.
Ooh.
But in most situations where you're falling from 40 feet, I think you should have time.
You can hoist it, yeah.
Probably. But then again, sometimes you declare ridiculous conditions and the players meet them immediately.
Sure.
It has been known to happen.
Great session, guys.
Yeah, good shit.
Yeah.
So you guys wait. Your ship comes by to pick you up in a few days. You have a pretty good location in mind. They will tell you that they got near Leech Island when they were met
Accosted by mermaids.
Ships. The similar ships that had come by earlier. It appears that there is a small fleet hiding on the far side of Leech Island. And they'll tell you that at this point in time, during the Akuban Civil War, sort of like the whole peninsula is run by one faction, and everything else outside of this peninsula is organized under another faction. And they've got names, but the Shazarin, the Harazim, the Liloki, there's so many fucking names that you can't keep them all straight. But it appears that the The group on the far side of the peninsula is trying to prevent any ships of the peninsula people coming around, and they're not too happy that you spotted their fleet. But that's
Well,
a
we won't
story
tell
for another day, and we will be back next week.
I think so.
Maybe.
I think I'll be available. It'll be up to you guys. Yeah.
I'm always available,
The
man.
next Wednesday, so if we do a week today, would be good. The 30th, that would be nice.
Wednesday again.
As opposed to New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be in Florida. I'll tentatively mark this and I'll let you know closer. I'm pretty sure I should be available though.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay. Good.
That's it.
We got any Patreon questions or anything like that?
Let me check. I don't think so. If you guys sign up for the Patreon, if you get, I don't remember which tier it is, but you can ask questions. You have a question for us at the end of the party, or you can submit like names for NPCs or weapons or whatever if you're interested. But yeah, anything else? Otherwise, I think we'll reconvene in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you guys next week.
All right, cool.
Yes.
We will be back next week. See you guys later.
Thanks, guys.